was like, oh my God, my cable is out. Like,
all right, we are live. We are live. Okay, we're good.
Where do I tweet out? You want to send it to me in?
Yeah, let me figure out what the hell's going on here. Give me a sec. Okay, yes. Let me pull that up. And okay, perfect. Yeah, so I'm gonna put it in our little group chat.
Mm-hmm. And then should I tell people if they want to comment or join, they have to join the Patreon? Is that the deal?
I mean, that we could try that. I don't
try that.
Yeah, I'm not.
Let's do that. Let's tease that.
That's not a bad idea. Actually, that's very good.
Let's be a little
okay.
aggressive.
So this is what I'm sending you right now, Amanda, and Alec as well, is going to be the watch link. Like if you just want to watch us, and then you guys will have to let me know if anybody wants to join. And honestly, like if we get some heavy hitters that want to join, just we can make exceptions, of course.
Heavy hitters or like some weird retired ref of like 20 years that joined.
Tim Donaghy can join the stream. I'm totally down.
Dude, Dennis Rodman comes on though. He can come on without being a Patreon. I'm gonna tag him.
Yeah, and what I'll do is I'll post it right now too, and then so we're good.
All right, let me find this and share it.
Okay, we're gonna share this. It's gonna take us a little while because we're not the youths here.
No, I'm not a.
Dude, I'm gonna retweet my own one because it had the picture, and that will make it more clear what the fuck I'm talking about. No, not the Kobe one, but that'd be cool. But I am wearing my Kobe shirt. And I just called the Irish a bunch of alcoholic, genetically queer redheads.
Well, I gave you the pass, so that's all right.
We are off to a flaming start. Yeah.
Shit, this fucking Knicks Heat game is down to the last possession here.
Wow.
And it's shit.
No.
Oh, but he fucking turned it over. Oh my God.
This is going to be very I'm going to watch this series for sure. I'm going to have no life now, basically, until June.
Okay, I got the link here. Copy link.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to take a screenshot of this, and then we can do that.
I'm going to tease. If you want to join the convo, join Backwall's Patreon or comment here.
Yeah, and the link is I already put a YouTube info on there, so the link's in the description for all of that. So, no worries.
Okay.
So, cool. Perfect.
And it's for the back wall. Okay.
Yes. Perfect. And there's going to be, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a chat on the side. People can talk shit to us in the chat. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's on there. That. Yeah, I kind of want all avenues of shit talk. I really like that Celtics guy the last time we were on.
I love that. Love that dude calling in from bars. Just
he's wonderful.
That's what I want.
He was wonderful. He's cool. All
right. I'm posting link.
Spam these fucks. Let's do it. All right. Man, being a Twitch streamer, I will say it might count as a real job. This shit would be fucking tough, man.
That's what Siraj was telling me when I was visiting him. He set me up. We should talk about doing that because I have all I need to do is start it. I was going to do the movie show.
You really should. You should start it. We would help you out with whatever. Yeah.
Or my lashes make me look like I have Down syndrome. Hold on a second. But yeah, so I was going to do that. Wait, let's send the tweet. Dude, my ADD is just wild.
It's tough. You gotta like this shit is a whole new experience for me. I'm used to like recording and like post production and shit. Like
fuck that, man. We're doing it live.
No, it's live. It's got to be live.
We're bringing back sports broadcasting.
Yeah, no, it's back. It's back. We're gonna show Amanda's followers one at a time that basketball is still salvageable.
It's wild that I do that literally one at a time, where I'm like, here's one negative comment about basketball. About 3 followers. I will now retweet it and read them for dead, and then post it like talking shit about their mom. Like, okay, because I'm growing as a person. All right, tweeted. Send now. Let's go. Lord, we have no idea what's about to happen.
It's going to get crazy.
I hope
it's going to get crazy.
Watch me do it wrong. Somehow, like blocking followers, like 10 at a time, screaming at them, insulting their families, and only tweeting about basketball. My following count went up. Like,
they like being Ned.
Like, I'm trying to like get rid of everybody, and they're just like, nope, we like this. Yell at us more.
Like
there's a kind of a weird submission kind of thing going on. I've noticed with your followers. They're kind of like, but Amanda, China owns it. Please don't say anything back. And then they do, you know.
Yeah. And then I'm just like, nope, you're fucking dead. No one's ever gonna remember you were ever alive. Like,
I know, isn't that fun? I'm just like, man, if I say that, like, I don't know. It's definitely a thing. Like, if I say that to people, they're just like, dude, what the fuck's your problem, man?
No, and they won't stop following me. Like, I have to block them. They're just
crazy.
Like, okay. Like, I'm like, your mom, like, the best one was the guy who was like, well, I won't watch basketball because it's a black sport that supports black nationalism. And I was like, your mom's a black sport that supports black nationalism.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Okay, so Glenn, should I be posting? I'll post this then. This in addition to the YouTube link in our Patreon, so that for people who
I mean, honestly, if our patrons want to join, I'm fine with that. I mean, you know, like that totally, you could do like you could do both. You could be like join the convo or watch, you know. Yeah, exactly. Well, welcome. I mean, I feel like, you know, I'm still the kind of like studio, like official guy. So I will say this. We got a few people watching right now. Welcome back to the back wall. We are sponsored by, what are we sponsored by today? I don't have a sponsor.
We're sponsored by the 2 guys playing for the Lakers. Their names are AR-15, aka Austin Reeves, and Lonnie Walker the fourth.
We're also sponsored by Aspirin.
Who's not?
Truckloads of aspirin for Anthony Davis.
The only guy playing on the Lakers team. So we got 2 instead of 5 tonight. We were going to try that out.
Okay. Yeah. So this is a special broadcast of the back wall. Now we have our official NBA correspondent, Amanda Milius, here, of course. But you know, we're watching the game live, and you might remember the spaces that we did. That was very fun. I know you guys tried to do like this kind of like good luck kind of reverse jinx thing last time. I laughed.
Failed.
I laughed that it happened. It's okay. But we're down 3-2. My guys are down 3-2, so I can't laugh too much. My guy Andrew Wiggins is playing through injury. Andrew Wiggins is playing through injury. He's got really bad rib cartilage injury, which is probably going to fuck him up and make him useless today.
I don't want to know anything about that, Anthony Davis.
Yeah, well, Anthony, I mean, that was acting, but that's the wheelchair.
Dude, that was the weirdest thing. That was the response from most people. They were like, basketball's just the WWF, and you're like, has that been a theory? Like, around?
No, I just think he wants to have the Anthony Davis wheelchair.
I think he's having a mental crisis. He can't deal with it, and he was just like PMSing. Yeah. And
I think he wants to have the wheelchair game. Hey guys, the wheelchair game when I score 40, right? You know, like he wants to do that.
So who we got on the court? So the game just started for me.
And LeBron just walked into a basket.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I mean, he's old. He needs to walk. All right, we got AD. So the usual starting 5.
Yeah, it doesn't look like any wrinkles. The Warriors are starting Gary Payton, and he's a fucking monster. Gary Payton.
How do you not block that? What is the? So this is bad already. I don't like this because if Anthony Davis doesn't get a gold-plated invitation to play in the game, he'll just be useless. Like, what is he doing right now? Like, what if there was a need for a rebound? Which oh, I forgot to tag Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, please tag Dennis Rodman if he shows up tonight. I
do a special tweet to him.
Yeah, just like Dennis Rodman, we would love your thoughts.
Okay, dear Dennis Rodman.
Yeah. Oh my God, I would seriously cry if that happened.
We are your biggest fans.
Oh my, that would be. Can you imagine Dennis Rodman?
I would. I don't know that I've ever been nervous on a podcast before, but I would actually be like legit.
No, it would just be exciting. It would just be fun and exciting, and like it would just be amazing.
Mm-hmm. People that I've watched since I was kids, I would have trouble with. Like people I meet through like this, it's no problem. But like people that I watched like when I was like had like little football bed sheets in my little football bed, like and like things like that. That would scare me a little bit.
Small Glen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, now I'm like, we're all tall, right? Like. I mean,
we are, despite rumors that are circulating.
Dude, what was that, Alec? Can we talk about that?
Yeah, I don't know, but there's official bullshit.
My man Jacques thought you were a short king.
A whole bunch of people think that I'm short, and I know that there's something.
You're the tallest one here.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'1".
Okay, you're the tallest one here.
Yeah, I'm 6. I'm 6 even, and when we met, you were clearly an inch taller than me. Clearly.
Well,
that's right. You're a tall dude. You're a really tall, lanky dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There is something that Adam Lehrer has tipped me off to. Okay, this is a thing that they do, is that they sneakily spread false rumors about the height of men, controversial men they don't like. And if you look up Matt Gaetz's height on Google.
Yeah, that's okay. So that happens to me so badly. That's how it ended up that Google says I am married to Jack the Perfume Nationalist. I am 57. It says I'm married. And it says I'm 57 centimeters tall because it's like Korean or something. It doesn't know. I don't even know what that is. And then it says I have a net worth between 5 and 15 million, whatever. And then and that I have a shoe size of like 4.5. And that
your feet are bound together.
Yeah, it's like the wildest stuff ever. And then like like my age is between like 26 and like I don't know what. It like literally is just like it makes the internet the worst place ever. Sorry, I'm still writing to Dennis Rodman here.
Please concentrate on that because that's that. And I mean, I'm sadly watching LeBron James just do whatever he wants in a game 6. Just whatever he wants.
Are you getting Kobe'd in the hotel?
He doesn't. I mean, we've talked about this. He doesn't. Look. My Warriors have battled LeBron, and I wish he stayed in Cleveland so we could have that Lakers-Celtics rivalry. It would have been fun. He chose to go somewhere else. Yeah. He chose to bounce around the NBA like a little, tourist, like a little tourist. Yeah, just a little NBA tourist. Like,
you said that. Didn't you say that the other night on the whichever? I can't remember. I can't keep track of the spaces, but like I think the first.
I've only been on one. I wasn't there for the last 2, but
which is why we got to talk shit on Golden State unheld back.
you can clown.
But you said the people who are fans of LeBron are like LeBron fans that just follow the team. Nobody from LA likes LeBron. Like Lakers fans are not wearing LeBron shoes. They're not wearing LeBron jerseys. It's ridiculous.
No, they don't.
You can't fool a Lakers fan very easily.
Yeah, because we know loyalty too well.
Yeah, Lakers know loyalty. I mean, that's kind of to a fault, one might say. They're like almost too loyal. And it's just something like, we get it. Like, well, okay, you can come in and we can give you the contract to you can make us some money. Starring in our movie, for like showing up 3 days and getting like $30 million, and we get it. We're all playing along, but you're not gonna have our heart. You're not gonna get your hands on our heart.
No,
it's not that easy.
No. Well, and just with him, it's like, he the guy who scared me in 2016 when the classic 3-1 Warriors loss to Cleveland, it was Kyrie that scared me. Kyrie was the killer on that series. Like LeBron, yeah, the chase down block,
Yes.
that was amazing.
Kyrie,
I mean, Kyrie had the Kobe, the scary Kobe, like he's not going to miss. Terminator T-1000, like just like Robert Patrick walking through a fire flame, big things like that's exactly what it was. Like LeBron just doesn't have that. But I will say LeBron is also just like a straight up like the tank in Tiananmen Square. Is that what that is? Tiananmen Square, where they just
that is what it is.
That's what LeBron is. It happens slow. It's just a slow thing where you're like, why doesn't anybody stop this? And they don't. But he's so big and strong, it doesn't matter.
And he's strong. I mean, he was shot. He really brought in that fast big guy thing. Even though he's not as tall.
No, when he was young, he was a freak. Like he was just like
he was unstoppable. It's true.
Yeah.
He just sucks as a person. But I was watching this video again, like today, as I say on all these casts now, of young Kyrie and Kobe. And Kobe just loved him. Like they were like just shooting the shit at each other. And like Kyrie was like trying to outplay him. And it was like they were just fooling around. It was like one-on-one. It was really cool. It was like, yeah, Kyrie was the guy. I mean, that's why I still buy all his stuff. I mean, I like,
I love Kyrie. I absolutely love him. I love that he like doesn't care and everybody trades for him, hoping that they can fix him. Like I love that he's like that. I can fix Kyrie. Like the Mavericks did the worst trade of the year.
Yep.
Just they let Jalen Brunson go to the Knicks, and Jalen Brunson ends up, the Knicks just got eliminated, but that's pretty good for them getting to the second round. Jalen Brunson becomes a huge star in New York. They should have just kept him with Luka. They trade everything for Kyrie halfway through the year or whatever. I can't remember what they traded for him. And then Kyrie, they tank. They have the worst record after the break. And I remember the Lakers wanted Kyrie. The Lakers wanted him bad, but they lost out on him. And it's always the move it's the move you don't make. Sometimes like that really gets you into the next round. And it's like, man, just like Klay Thompson was almost traded for Kevin Love straight up at the beginning of the Warriors run.
What a different team.
Yeah, that would have been. Can you imagine?
Kevin Love's not winning titles with the Warriors. It's just he has anxiety and depression.
He doesn't even make sense on the team.
He has anxiety and depression. NBA players say that like we're supposed to believe that that's a real thing for a professional athlete. We're like, no. You guys are different than us. I elevate you to a level where you don't have human emotions. And you don't get that.
You can't.
Yeah, you don't get. I don't care about your mental health.
Anthony Davis with the headache in the wheelchair last night or 2 nights ago was just so ridiculous because I watched that. Now I've watched that hit so many times, and like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make. I guess like he didn't get hit that hard, and his head never hit the ground.
Do you remember Kevin McHale clotheslining? And if you watch the old Lakers Celtics, Kevin McHale just clotheslining Kurt Rambis, and Kurt Rambis gets up and shoots 2 free throws and starts talking to him.
Yeah.
What's the comparison of size and strength of Anthony Davis and Kurt Rambis? Anthony Davis is a freak, a huge guy. Like, you know what I mean? Compared to Kurt Rambis, it's like it's this weird thing that I've seen now. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Okay, so
they probably had oysters. They probably had like oysters that night together. Kurt Rambis and McHale. They probably like
they were Bronze Age mindset together. And
that was back when oysters were a male endeavor. Oysters used to be like. We forget because e-girls have cheapened the oyster to such a calamitous degree because oysters used to be like that's like you're drinking up the fucking sea and that you're drinking a shell full of ocean. Like
it hasn't always been that concept of like the New York guy taking a girl to the oyster bar because it's like an aphrodisiac and it's like a like a kind of like Mad Men, like this is a food you would normally not eat, and it's like like you dumb secretary, like try this.
You dumb secretary.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of like what the old school lore of oysters are? I guess?
It feels like it. It feels like one of those, like one of those wild night out kind of like we're starting with oysters and red wine.
Like, isn't that in Mad Men when Sterling throws up?
Yeah.
In front of the after they have to climb the stairs with the elevators out. That was one of the best. God, I love that series.
It's a great series.
All right. this game, why are they playing that in slow motion?
I'm already deflated. I don't like what I see.
We have a long way to go.
No, but I'm a Warriors body language analyst. Like CNN. No, they just look. The thing is they play themselves into these crazy like they start out so slow sometimes, and then they have like a hot second quarter, and then people think that they're for real, but it's just I'm not seeing the Klay Thompson that I need to see. I'm not seeing the Steph Curry. It's all Klay Thompson. Jordan Poole's gonna play like I'm Jordan Poole and welcome to Jackass. That's how he wants to play. And Draymond's not a scorer, so that's not gonna happen. Wiggins is playing with cartilage. I don't have excuses. That's the thing. People say that as excuses. It's like, no, this is reality. I just don't think they're that good.
We've come to be at the same place. We're like, I mean, we were so down on the Lakers the other night. It was just like we pretty much are every night. Like, we're just like, what the fuck was that? Like, I think we say that more than anything else, especially because we are like in the awkward position of having to root for LeBron. Like, imagine that. Like, yeah,
I can tell even you guys you're excited that the Lakers are good again, but like you guys, it's still weird, like analyzing like an alien coming to society, like where you're just like, I don't know what this does for society if we win with LeBron.
Yeah. It's like I think I want this to happen. Like if you like somehow told me like okay, maybe I shouldn't say this during this game, but like somehow like LeBron got like taken out or whatever, and then it was just the rest of the team and they were like insanely good. That would be the best feeling I would have of winning the championship, which is impossible, but like that would be the ideal feeling for me, because then I could wholeheartedly love the Lakers instead of being like, I love the Lakers, but I hate LeBron. And add to it like every fifth follower of mine being like, I stopped watching when LeBron.
Yeah. And like for me, like now that it's a couple years removed, like I can say like Kevin Durant was crazy, but it felt like when you get the Game Shark for a video game, like back in like the 90s, like where you had all the codes to beat the game and you're just like, well, it's not that fun. And actually it's more stressful because you have to win. Like, and it's more stressful in that sense because everybody's like, well, yeah, we've already discounted your championship that you won. Like, so you have to win. Now, if you don't win, now you should just go jump off the Golden Gate Bridge. Like because that happened. But now, like last year when the Warriors beat Boston, it was so entertaining and fun because they were like stripped down, MTV unplugged Warriors. Like, just it was so fun. It was so fun. This year they just don't seem that talented. Like, it's sad because I think Curry, last couple games aside, Curry is playing better than he has in playoffs in years past, but the rest of the team just stinks.
Curry's just you can't, like, he's just beyond anyone else in the NBA. You can't even he's just a different, he's playing a different sport. Like, he's so good that it's insane. Like, the guy will make every single shot. Like, he's unblockable. Like, he's unguardable.
It'd be a real shame if he actually proved you right. But I just even right now, I don't see it because they can just stick whoever they want on him, and I just don't. I can feel certain magic, and like when it happens fast. It's like this plague that multiplies. Like when Curry gets hot, but I just don't see it tonight. I mean, it's 22-9 right now.
Yeah,
like,
it's very.
Oh, sorry, that was a good.
That was really good.
It's 24-9. I mean, it's just like
very, very good.
It's weird. It's just
the reason
weird
that they killed last night so much, it was a kind of goofy flop, but like it's Draymond. Like, I don't know. Like I can't say that because LeBron's on my team. So like, who am I to say something?
And it's just the NBA. I mean, it's just like that's just we live in a society.
We live in a society.
It's just a society. It's a material condition of the NBA now. Like, it's
true, it is.
Like you just have to defend the guy on your team that fell to the floor as though he was a CSI murder victim.
Yeah.
Like, it's just brutal. Like I can't stand it. Like, I don't even like when my guys do it. I'm just like that. No, what are they calling there? Technical?
Yeah.
Seems
See,
like
that's insane.
That would make no sense.
Hate when they call it technical on a technicality, but I guess it makes sense.
That's insane. That's a technical.
What's the technical?
Oh, because he talked to him after. Oh my God! It's game 6.
Stupid.
I'm such a fan of the game and the game being played at a high level. I don't like that. I don't want to be gifted let's try to get to game 7. I don't want that. No, I want to see. And Curry's just throwing up whatever because he's desperate now, and it's this.
He's also like, tiredness will one day come to Curry. Like time comes.
He's 35. I mean, he's not young. Like I was saying it last time. Like he's not young. He was one of the few guys to play 4 years in college. So
that was a good.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
All right, baby.
Let's go. This is just every Warrior nightmare in one. Yeah, that's it. It's 17 points already.
What is that? Wait, who did?
Oh, that's the star of the White Man Can't Jump.
That's your boyfriend.
No, AR-15s, but who the fuck was in the audience?
That was Jack Harlow. He's in the new White Man Can't Jump that comes out May 19th.
I have to see that.
Oh, we're gonna review it for our show. It's already being like cast to the Hulu dungeon of streaming. Hulu only. So even they're not confident about it.
I mean, how could it possibly be like, okay, I got a commercial break, but like I wanted to go see Air in the theaters, and like I
heard it's bad.
I don't care. I still want to see it. Like I'm like of course it's bad. Like how could it not be bad? It's like Ben Affleck and Matt Damon again. Like just like, but at least it's like about basketball. Like at least it's like it's not.
And
those
guys were alive when basketball's good.
Right. Like they're reminiscing, like kind of like how we sort of are. Like they're just obviously doing like buddy production at this point, and like. That's fine. I'd rather see that and have that be popular than like the 80th like black lesbian about like being fat or something, or like I don't know, like whatever this
black lesbian texting in her car while while Aziz Ansari is off screen in his own TV show.
Yeah, like all these people that love White Lotus. I mean, I had my interesting moments with it, but like on the whole it was like I don't like this new thing of shows and movies where there are no redeemable characters. Like you can only do that if you're very, very talented. Like
do you think they're not redeemable?
I don't think there's a single redeemable.
I liked a lot of the characters. That's the problem. The
problem is that the redeemable ones don't get redeemed. They're
not resourceful. They're not.
I enjoyed the couple, the couple that doesn't watch the news, and like they're kind of like the experimental couple. That's
okay. That was the only characters I got close to liking, and they're like supposed to be the dicks.
Right. It's true.
I did like them. I did, and
I liked them too. And I like the gay man. I like the gay guy in season 1. I like the gay hotel manager.
I loved him. The New Zealand guy. Loved him.
I was rooting for him to get I was so rooting for him to eat that blonde boy's ass, and he had like 5 seconds of that ass before they fucking barged it on him, and I was heartbroken when he didn't.
I mean, that was
mouthful of
that show. Like, that was okay. All right.
I mean,
you're right.
Well, no, but you're right. It's not marketed that way. Mm-hmm.
Succession does that, but it does it the same. It does it correctly with the same way that the first show that I think was really popular that did this unlikable character thing on a major platform, which was House of Cards.
Yeah.
And what we always learned in writing school or whatever in film school is that the audience doesn't care if the character's a good person or a bad person. Like they like to pretend that they do, which is where this nonsense, like these writing books that usually people go to called like Save the Cat, which is the worst book about writing ever. But what audiences really care about is if the character is resourceful. And so Succession works because all the characters are irredeemable, but they are all resourceful, and they're all and so you want to see that. You believe you. It's weird how I don't think people word that enough. Like why do one of the
things? Yeah, Amanda. One of the things that there's actually a better screenwriting book called Anatomy of Story by John Truby. I don't know if you've read that one.
I've heard of that. I had all the shit.
Honestly, it's the only one I have ever read that I think was actually useful. I read Save the Cat. I read Story. I read all the all those. but like the only one that seemed to actually get at the heart of things was Anatomy of Story. So I do recommend that to people who are interested in like learning how to write drama or whatever. But he made a good point.
Like
or anything, any storytelling. He doesn't even distinguish. He doesn't even distinguish.
The window. Like that's like what why most documentaries are such shit is because like they're like, well, we don't have to follow any of the act rules, or we don't have to have any excitement, we don't have to have any mood, we don't have to treat this like a movie because it's a documentary. And you're like, actually, you have to do that 10 times harder because it's a documentary. Like you have to.
It's way harder because you have to create the story out of like this massive millions of hours of reality. Unlike having a plan going in, so it's like you have to.
Yeah, you can't control. There's less that you can control. I mean.
Yeah. You have to really be clever.
And I think what Amanda brought up was interesting because I think in Succession there's a rat race element to it, right? To where it's like there's like a curve, grading on a curve where you're like, okay, I don't necessarily like any of these people, but I love the competition that they're in.
Right.
And that's reality TV. It's scripted reality TV in a sense.
Maybe
the thing that Truby said that made a lot of sense in terms of the the phony thing about the character has to be relatable, which is like the biggest bunch of crap ever.
Stupid.
He meant like what we relate to. We don't connect to someone's likability. We connect to their desire. The more a character desires something, that's what makes us want to root for that character.
The resourcefulness and how good they are at getting to that goal. And then in comedy or tragedy, I guess, the lack of ability, the like ineptitude at getting to the goal, like whether the characters in on it or not, makes it, I think, sort of the comic or tragic, however it's played. I mean, that goes back to the beginning, but yeah, I think that's maybe why the relatability to resourcefulness thing is a thing. But that's why, like, it even goes to so far as like why, like, when people, God, Steph Curry with that fucking pacifier.
How does he have it hanging while he shoots? That's right. So
that's when it's always hanging the most.
Put it up your ass or something. Like,
how does it not? Put it in a holster.
Out? He's just dreaming of his wife's cooking, and he's just chewing because he loves her so much.
God, let's cut to her and the kid a few more times.
Yeah, I haven't seen enough of them.
Wasn't that annoying? Like, it was just like
when he brought her to the press conference. Like,
and
I like
people were just like, "Oh my God, wow, it's so amazing. He has a wife and a kid." And you're like, "Yeah, all these dudes have wives, girlfriends, kids, baby mamas." Like,
yeah.
I guess we're supposed to be impressed that he was in the same room as the kid.
On her cookbooks, he's always in the background on the cover with the kid. Like, she's like, it's my cookbook, but I need him still like in the thing.
Otherwise, I'm not buying that cookbook. I mean, I might buy Steph Curry's wife's cookbook now that you mention it. That maybe that's what I'll cook out of, Yeah. You want to be an NBA player's second wife. That's what you got to do.
Well, I've gotten botulism from the Steph Curry cookbook tonight. Unfortunately, I've died of botulism because it's not looking great right now.
This is because we did it live. This is because we added the video.
Yeah, I know. Why did I agree to this? I feel like I should have just been busy or something. I don't know. Like, this.
Yeah,
like
you let us. Well,
I actually was. I should have scheduled something like the other nights. The other nights, I was like, oh no, I'm sorry, guys. We'll see what happens. But then all of a sudden, I looked down. I'm like, I didn't watch the games the Warriors won in this series.
No way. Oh, that's wild.
Wow. But Amanda, I gotta ask you something
because look away.
I'm listening to Tarantino's audiobook on the new
I really want that.
Your dad is all in that. Like, he is like so I mean, this is not the platform for this. Like, did they have a relationship or something? Okay, because he's like talks about he's Big John, and it's really cool. Like, it's really cool.
It is. It is really cool. Like, he really authentically really really likes him, and I mean, which is just like I've said. I mean, so did all of the guys before that. Oh, God, that almost went in. Before his time, obviously he's looking up to the film school brats. So the Spielbergs, the Lucases, the Coppolas, the Randall Kleisers, the George Lucas, I said, All those guys are really, really nice to my dad still, like to this day. They treat him like the star, like because when they were all younger, it's kind of weird because you think about yourself with your friends, it's like you don't know like who's gonna be what, like how anything's gonna work out for anybody. Like they all thought Big Wednesday was gonna be the summer hit when Jaws came out. Like they traded equal points. Oh no, it was Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Star Wars, and Big Wednesday, and those fools all traded equal points in those movies, because they thought that Big Wednesday, the surfing movie, was going to be the surfing Vietnam movie, was going to be like the movie. And it's just like they appreciate his like character so much, because like he is just an incredible character. I mean, he's very, very charismatic and fun to be around. And so like the fact that guys like Tarantino can see that, it's like the last generation that'll appreciate that kind of character, you know. Like I appreciate that kind of character because I've had to like mentally deal with it for like
sure, yeah.
Like go from like hating it to loving it to hating it to loving it, like whatever.
You're a little too close to the character.
Too close to the character.
yeah.
But I like that Tarantino throws him so much cred. In that
man!
People have sent me. I can't believe I haven't read it yet. But I mean, there's a lot.
But it's not. But it's also kind of like. And I'm not saying he's critiquing him in a sense, but he's also like he's enough of a friend, or at least enough of an appreciator to like point out maybe missed opportunity, certain things like that. Like he does the same thing with Paul Schrader. I think your dad and Paul Schrader the same. They has the same thing where he's like, man, Paul really missed in this opportunity. Yeah. Like, and it's like he's a real film critic and a real like movie store employee guy. Yeah. Yes,
he's a real film buff. I mean, hence he owns a 35 millimeter theater in LA. He owns the Beverly Cinema. And he used to come into the video store I worked at when I was like a teenager on Santa Monica Boulevard, and just because we had the weirdest shit. We like the guy that ran it, Hadrian, had found some contact at the Fairfax like sale, the sale they do in the parking lot. What is that called? The flea market, like, or some found some very, very strange man who had access to like really weird shit. And like Tarantino himself had worked at a video store and was so like, he was such a film buff. He knew everything. Like, the fact that we had stuff he hadn't seen, like he was in there getting that stuff and like was just, hey, he's like a clerk. He's a nerd. He's like one of us. Like it was so cool. So cool. Did have before he got married a bit of a shtick for the daughters of his favorite directors, because he went out with Sofia Coppola.
I did.
Which freaked her the fuck out. I think that lasted for like one date, because like she's the most like mid, like boring, like utterly unsurprising human being. Like, and then obviously he would have just totally freaked her out. But then he was actually going out kind of like, I don't know the full story, but like seeing, age difference rather large. A friend of mine who was actually Michael Cimino's daughter.
Oh yeah.
And then we like they were hanging out. I've seen him socially, but yeah, the gap is a bit too.
He was like the Tom Wamscans.
Yeah. I was like, like what? Yeah.
I like it. I'm more
excited. What I'm super excited about, if we're going to talk about for another 16 seconds, this first quarter. Filmmaker stuff, is that I just found out that I've been recently talking to and found out that Harmony Korine and his wife are fans, and he's a huge fan of my dad's, and I'm trying to get some scripts down to him, because like that I would kill to see. Like Harmony Korine was obviously like my favorite, director, because I was like art nerd kid, like
right.
And when Spring Breakers came out, I was like, no, this is the big art nerd movie. This is the it's over. Okay, so we're 26:31.
Yeah, did you see how I manufactured a run there? By the way, that was the art of the deal that I just did.
Yeah,
right
you got me talking about some.
Yeah, we switched to stuff. Anytime we talk about basketball, I watch the worst basketball of my life.
All right, we're only talking about basketball.
We can't. This diversion.
Anyways, here's another. I'm gonna go
diversion
through
tactics.
Wikipedia pages here. My favorite directors. Anyways, no, you guys are. I that was a genuine question. I was listening to it, and it was kind of a weird kind of a breaking the fourth wall thing of like listening to that at work all day and just being like, wow, it's crazy. I'm about to like talk with her later about the basketball game. So
I gotta get that. I really gotta get
phenomenal.
That.
It's phenomenal.
Everybody, so many people have written me or taken a picture of a piece of it, been like, this is wild. I didn't know this about your dad. And I'm like, I didn't know that about my dad. I gotta get that. Like,
it's really cool. I
gotta get the audiobook for him. I don't know why that never occurred to me because he can't read like a regular book anymore. But he can listen to it on headphones pretty loudly.
It's cool. I wish Tarantino did more of it. There's another he does like the personal stuff, like where he talks about his mom's boyfriends as a kid, like taking him to movies and stuff, and his mom dating black guys. So that's how he found out about like Superfly and like all that stuff. Like that's what he narrates, and then it's some other guy, but it's like him speaking like Tarantino, and it's really a bit weird. I'm not gonna lie, because only Tarantino talks like that,
right?
And that intensity and that like profane and just like kind of like no regard for your audience kind of thing that Tarantino speaks on. But still very worth it. It's 10 hours, which audiobook whatever, but it's like that's 2 or 3 days if you listen to it. Like it's just amazing. You should get it for your dad. It's really cool to like. There's so much stuff. I mean, even like some of my buddies who think they know everything about film, they're like, "Dude, this is amazing." So
that's the people that have been sending it to me are like my film school friends,
right?
Me, which is like there's like 2 of them. So there's actually film school friends, and then like mostly other people in the admin. There's a couple people in the admin that bought it. Because I'm trying to think of like, wait, actually, who does still talk to me? I'm like, nah, there's only like 2 people from film school that still talk to me.
Is it because of Trump?
Yeah.
Yeah,
pussies.
Yeah, that's so sad. It's sad, but it's like it's such a like
oh my god, I'm just gonna cry into my movie, my documentary that's still the #1 documentary on Amazon. Like, oh no, like they don't.
Somebody commented and said this combo is helping the Warriors, and I'm like,
I finally just clicked the right comments thing. So if you're watching this, like, go ahead and comment away because like now I can see it. So it's like, okay, this combo is
I'm such a schemer, dude. I'm such a schemer. I had a real genuine question, but then I started noticing out of the corner of my eye, I was like, well, there's some shots are going down here, and the Lakers are missing things.
Yeah.
Just keep going, but no.
Attention now. Look
at Anthony Davis almost has a double right now in the first quarter. I mean,
that is the best news ever. I've had my eye very off the ball. That means he has received his invitation to play in the game.
Do you believe in superstition?
Yes.
What's your superstition?
I'm wearing the Kobe shirt. I'm wearing the vaulted the
those are so sick.
The Kobe snake skins. I wasn't playing around tonight. Like after last night when I was like tired, or with last game when I was like I'm too tired to do a stream. Like I just volunteered at a golf tournament all day on a military base. Where I wore basically like a tennis outfit because it was like to me that close enough to golf. It was not close enough. I looked ridiculous, but whatever. Why was I volunteering? I just, don't ask. It took all day. I was so fucking tired. I was like, I don't care. I'm doing this stream. Like I'm probably sunburned, but I'm like, no, this is happening. Because like that one night I was just like, I can't do this every night. Like sometimes I just want to watch the fucking game. But
it's tough when it's your team.
Yeah, and they just keep winning.
They do. God, I want actually to be honest. I think we need to.
Did you see that weird little shuffle Shaq? Shaq. Whoa, that was a fucking incredibly not okay slip of the tongue. LeBron just did. He just did this like weird little was that called as a travel? What was that? What just happened?
I think he got fouled and then he just bumped. He just like did a little moonwalk, a little reverse. Did you see
moonwalk. I think we need to old Yeller Klay Thompson. I'll say it.
He's caught though, Glenn. We've been having this conversation.
This conversation.
Yeah, Anna Kachian decided
Anna
that he was
Kachian and I are
some
on the
Greek
Yo,
sculpture or something.
we're
I
on
was
the
like,
same
yeah.
page.
Like,
We're
is she
on the same
watching
page.
every game? Like, I'm sorry.
Can we
but,
get
like,
her
I don't
on for
know.
that for the NBA player?
Yeah, I would like
yo.
to hear her reasoning behind this because he
What
looks
is she?
like a
He looks
weird
like Squidward.
half white ginger. Like, he doesn't
Mm.
look attractive half black.
Oh my
He looks like
No, he doesn't look half black. He looks like another third thing.
Yeah,
he looks
a secret
no, he
third
looks
thing.
like
secret third thing.
Like,
He looks like
I called it. He's part Irish because you can see the genetic malformities in him.
Well,
and I
but
called
let's
it. We
be
looked it up
nice
this
to
night.
the
He
Irish
is
people.
part Irish. And like,
hey, listen,
you know
part
that,
Irish
like,
can go a long way.
redheads they're like, I mean, sorry, but like,
I'm Irish, but I can tan, so it's a different thing, you know.
well,
Yeah,
you're
it's
kind
a
of like,
secret
you've
third
got
thing.
more black Irish in you, like the black-haired Irish. Like, you're not a full ginger.
Yeah.
Like,
We have no gingers in my family.
yeah,
It's,
like gingers are like actual genetic, like
Banshees of Inisherin Irish people. Yeah.
they're just weird. Like, there's something strange about them. Like, there's a reason they're all insane. They're all alcoholic. They're all like, they're fucked up people in general.
They are.
Irish need not apply really only meant gingers. But that's the thing is Klay Thompson just like, ugh, like I would like him and that other guy on this team, the other half white or mostly white guy is also Irish. Partially, which I just like go join the Celtics.
I feel like Steve Kerr runs like a get out race science, like get Jordan Peele get out like race science kind of thing, like where he's just like, let's take the genetic anomaly and see
the
if
BLM offense. I mean, Filthy named it the BLM offense.
It is.
What it
oh
is.
my god, Jordan Poole sucks.
Oh man,
he needs to take the last two letters off his name and earn them back with good play. His name's Jordan Poo.
It was so silly.
The problem with the BLM offense is that it can stall when there's only 8 minutes and 46 seconds left in the game.
Yeah. I mean, if fucking George Soros doesn't put enough bricks out on pallets for us, we
then
really
you don't have any firepower.
No, we don't, unfortunately.
Ooh.
But yeah,
whoa,
I mean,
that was some serious Antifa.
Okay, that
was
was the dumbest dunk attempt I've seen in quite some time. I mean,
I
mean, I get what he was trying to do, but just sorry. Okay,
he started a little too far
How
back.
does that not fucking result in a basket? Like,
I don't know. That was wild. That
I
was
hate
gravity.
the Warriors sometimes,
Gravitational. Don't take that.
They
three.
do this. It's like Keystone Cops
take that
bullshit.
Okay.
Okay.
See, that's what the Warriors do to themselves.
There you
man.
go.
Okay, Hunty.
They do that shit to them. Anyways, about film history. My favorite subject. Tarantino's book, my favorite book of all time.
I think we're almost up 10 points. But remember the other night where my inability to do math was on full display for all of our listeners, where I like couldn't read the score by 10 points.
Oh, that was just you wishfully thinking that we had a chance to win because it was.
Yeah,
like,
I was like,
you thought
actually,
it was 5 instead of 15.
we're only off by 1, and the guy was like, no, that's 11, and I was like, right, I can read that number. I know, I'm
not great with math.
Have I'm not making this up. I have a numbers problem. Like I can't.
Number dyslexia.
Yeah, I have number dyslexia. Like I've always had number dyslexia.
I mean, it makes sense because they're Arabic numerals. Like, of course you're
right.
gonna
So
have
I'm not. How am I supposed to deal with these Arabs in my face all the time with their fucking Arabic?
Whoa. Does Dante DiVincenzo sound like a real name to you guys?
No.
I don't think it's a real person.
It sounds like a fake Italian restaurant name.
And that was the guy I'm talking about.
Yeah, Mean
That guy
Streets, Martin Scorsese.
That's not an Italian-looking dude. Again, that is not. He's nothing Roman about.
He's Irish-Italian.
Irish, like, ooh, that guy is gross.
Yeah, he's like Canelo Alvarez. Like, if you ever see Canelo Alvarez, where he's like a Mexican guy with like freckles, and
right?
We're like, how does that
things
happen?
that shouldn't? It's like how everything's like you know how they're breeding everything with poodles now.
Yeah. Hypoallergenic dogs. Yeah.
Like I saw this giant one the other day, and I was like, this is getting like chimera stuff. Like, because there's no way that like I don't like this. Like that's how I feel about some of these Irish mixed guys. I'm not okay with it because it's not unnatural. Yeah, like why am I watching a guy with freckles and like a fro?
You know who started that was Blake Griffin.
Yep, exactly. Yes, that was
totally patient
right.
zero of the
strange.
weird like the meant to disturb you kind of people.
Yes, disturbing look. I don't like it.
People are into
him.
He
came up last time. He came up last time as that ineffable ginger, you know. But he's kind of I like his personality because he's
really funny. Yeah. He's really funny.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And like I said, both his baby mamas went to USC.
Right.
Somebody just wants the Warriors.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I support the movie talk. Okay.
Shout out John Smallberries. I don't think that's his real name. Is that an Irish name?
Okay.
Jordan Smallberries?
John Smallberries.
John Smallberries. I like that name.
It is cool. I mean, it sounds like an old center from the 70s. Like John Smallberries.
7'2", Smallberries.
Smallberries from the elbow, and it's good. You know, just
good. That's why we can't stop with the Wiggins thing because Alec made it really clear, and it can't get out of my mind now that Wiggins sounds like the name of like some 1930s or 40s like classic cinema just background character that's like not really that involved, but it's like Wiggins, like what did you say?
Yeah, it's like Geddes in Citizen Kane.
Yeah, Wiggins.
Wiggins.
Yeah.
Say it again, Wiggins.
Well, he's Canadian, so it's already weird.
Really? I didn't know.
Yeah, they called him Maple Jordan.
That's
Jordan.
That's a stretch.
Canada.
Yeah.
That's like, Maple Jordan is to Jordan like maple syrup whiskey is to whiskey.
Yeah.
Have you ever accidentally purchased a maple whiskey instead of like a real whiskey? It's not fun.
No, I would throw it out and immediately take the L and buy another
it's
bottle.
It's not like, oh, here's a Canadian version of good whiskey. No. It's disgusting, nasty, stupid people drink.
Oh, sure, you're gonna drink this whiskey, huh? It's real good whiskey. What are you gonna do about it if I give it to you? You're gonna drink it. Take a shot.
I drunk a bootload of it through my life.
Go Leafs.
I'm nice. I'm nice. I'm Canadian.
Oh, Leo's got a mask at the game.
Oh, Jack is looking disheveled and hot.
But he's stoked. Look at him.
He is. Jack looks like.
Remember, so Jack's younger than my dad, I'm pretty sure, and like
he has really bad Alzheimer's.
Yeah. So,
Jack does.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Okay.
So I'm like, imagine like.
He looks okay though. He looks the same as he did years ago.
No, I mean, he's taken a real sharp turn. But what I'm trying to say is like, so if you go into my dad's house, it's like good, like you're expecting the Jack Nicholson of like what you see on the screen right now, like times a lot. Like when you go into my dad's house, like he's always just in sweatpants and like a dirty polo. I don't know what's going on with that. And like a sweatshirt and like his hair's fuzzy. And like, it's like, there's just, it's annoying because, I would make efforts to like, just get him more cleaned up and get the place cleaned up. And do all this stuff.
Shout out Outback Trap House saying Nicholson has a homeless tan.
Yeah, that's okay. So I keep telling my dad he looks like he lives under the pier.
He does.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm like, Dad,
poor
dude,
guy.
Like you live under the pier already. Like you don't need to look like that. Like you can
he looks like he would pop up as like in like toward the end of a Robert Altman movie.
Yeah.
Like Sterling Hayden in in Altman's version of The Long Goodbye.
Yes.
Emerge out of the water.
By the way, second favorite movie of all time, and it never.
Love that movie. Love it so much.
I need to rewatch that movie. So
I don't think I've actually switched first or second. No, I've switched second. So sometimes first is Gone with the Wind, and then it's Spring Breakers, and then it's The Long Goodbye. But usually it's Gone with the Wind and Long Goodbye and Spring Breakers.
No, Long Goodbye is phenomenal. People pretend it's not the best. People pretend it's not the best Altman, but it is.
They're just not from LA.
Have you seen California Split though? That's my second Altman.
Wonderful, yeah, fantastic.
I love that movie. Mm-hmm.
Then you've got, anything in the California noir category.
Ending in Reno? Are you kidding me? In like California Split ends in Reno.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
It is beautiful. It's almost like Joan Didion level understanding of California and Nevada and the whole the meaning of the desert. Like it's really really good. But anything with that California noir attempt is something I'm a fan of. That was I wrote my thesis on that for the to graduate the criticism part of my degree. And that's always been my favorite thing, just the California noir flipping it on its head, like the blinding white light of a hangover morning versus the dark nights of a street, and everything being unseeable because of the darkness versus unseeable because of the lightness. Actually, that's what I went off on with Jack when we were doing, oh God, the movie I cannot watch again that is harder to watch than a snuff film, which is The Day of the Locusts, which is
really
oh my god. And I put like a normal civilian through that because I forgot, but I watched it in college, in undergrad, and I had to watch it for the Perfume Nationalist, obviously, because I've been listening to Tusk all week and like getting a title and but smelling the fragrances and like getting into it. And I was like, shit, I got to watch Day of the Locust. I was reading some of it, but I was like, I need to watch the movie. And I was at this guy's house who I was seeing at the time, who is not a movie buff. And I was like, just chill. I got to watch this movie. And it is so fucked up. It is like, he was like, days later, he was like, I feel really like something's wrong with my soul after I saw that. I was like, yeah, I forgot. I shouldn't have let you watch that. It's like David Lynch stole literally everything from that movie. Like everything.
I've never seen it.
It's worth it. It's worth it. I won't go.
I'll watch it.
I know that's annoying, but like, yeah, you watch it. It's. I had no end, obviously, of things to say about it. It was just so.
No, I love Schlesinger. I think he's brilliant. So I'm a huge fan. Like it's one of the few I haven't seen of him. So,
but it's very unpleasant to watch. It's like I'm a huge fan of Terrence. What the fuck now?
God, you guys are fucking killing us. No, you guys are fucking killing us.
And we've chosen to throw ourselves on the floor. Schroeder has thrown himself on the floor, and he's got to stop with the refs because
he's German.
He's not a big enough deal to risk. I mean, that was.
I mean, no, you know what? That's good officiating, and I understand. I'm a Warriors fan, so I'm not trying. But it's just dumb. Like it's Game 6. You shouldn't be falling on the floor. You should be.
The refs got wrestled to the ground.
It's weird. It should be nothing. You should just call nothing. Clay
just made a shot. Like
Clay is looking good. I'll be honest.
Bro, I need him to get off.
He's looking good to my eye.
Yeah,
maybe it's just this.
Oh,
yeah, maybe I've just been on the sideline.
You have to be on it. We need to find a way to get Anna on. I got to get some explanations.
Yeah, we need to do
please come with us. Well, we need like a super episode of this.
We need a NBA top 50, but it's not
like People Magazine, like how People Magazine used to do.
But we have to go into the past because Kobe
50
Bryant,
most beautiful ballers.
Well, Kobe Bryant wins, and then Michael Jordan is second. And you know who's I think the hottest player this year is Jimmy Butler.
Interesting.
Yeah. Oh God, the Groypers are gonna go so insane.
There
goes those Jewish chicks with black guys again. And I'm talking about the structure of his face. I used to be a casting agent. Like I can do this. Like I'm not trying to
because he has like a Nickelodeon like Kenan and Kel look to me.
No, but weirdly he's grown into his face, and he used to have that Kenan. I know exactly what you're talking about. He used to have this goofy with the little like the little mop head thing. He had a goofy vibe.
Wayne's brothers, kind of,
Wayne's brothers. This year, he has grown into his facial structure. It takes guys like even Jordan didn't have that like beauty to his facial structure until he was like a bit older. And certainly, I mean, Kobe was beautiful his entire life. Like, absolutely, just. I mean, if I had $1 gazillion, I would have a marble statue of him in my house. Like his face was perfect, but you know, not some of these guys have to grow into it, and I think it's Jimmy Butler's year. I certainly over Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson just gives me a creepy feeling, just because of his, I don't know, his hair doesn't.
That's a crazy call by her on that.
A little wild.
Yeah, because like I will say one thing about the Warriors, like the Warriors have definitely been.
No, that's off Klay. That's off Klay. There is absolutely no question. I mean Steph. That's off Steph. That's off Steph. We're all watching it.
Well, LeBron has.
It's off Steph. He hit it. He smacked it right at the end there.
LeBron
it looked like it was gonna be LeBron, but then Steph just had to get a little piece of it, you know.
Well, LeBron has executive order, so
he was already on the way out, and Steph believed in himself so much he thought he was gonna actually rebound that. No, you're too small. Your hands are too little. They're
why doesn't Steph just flop there, dude? Just fucking flop there and get a
just like flop, like you're trying to get the ball off.
Just run into Anthony Davis and fall. Like that's how you like fucking guy. He tries to be this like Boy Scout sometimes. I'm like, dude, can you play dirty? Like
not with guys that much bigger than him.
Whatever. I mean, just just fucking run into somebody. Like do so. Like
he
plays
like was the other night. I was talking about it when we lost. I was like, when Filthy over here was at the gym during a game, just like nothing's happening. I was
LA.
like,
that's LA shit, right?
I was writing him all caps text, being like, dude, you need to get home. We're losing right now. I was like, okay. So for example, I was like, Steph is actually capably guarding LeBron right now. Like in a complete like lack of physics universe, Steph is capably guarding LeBron. Like,
it's a psyop that he can't play defense. People think he can't play defense. Look, you can bully him. I'm not saying that he can't. He doesn't like not try the way James Harden does.
Right.
He'll stay there.
Harden will just hang out on the other end of the court and wait
yeah,
till it's time to go.
Defense is like 80% effort and then like 20% skill. And he doesn't have the 20% skill, but he just like he'll be there. He'll be there. Like,
but defense is so about body that it's really,
and he doesn't have that. Yeah,
he's just at such a disadvantage that once after a few years. I mean, this is one of the things I was saying is that like first 2 years of Steph time in the NBA where he was just killing everybody. People were almost just like afraid of him because he was just such an anomaly. But then once the big guys just realized, well, okay, I could they started figuring out how to block him. But then Steph started shooting from farther and farther back. I was like, wow. But on defense, like big guy, anybody my height and over should just be blowing past that guy. Like there should be no like trouble there.
No,
it's me from my couch because like who gets tired after running like 2 days a week.
I mean, I think we earn the right to critique these people. Like I've always hated that excuse where they're like, "Well, what do you do?" It's like I watch basketball.
Movies. Yeah,
I watch basketball.
Right. I watch basketball,
and I fucking comment on it. And you have to deal with it because you make $27 million a year or whatever the hell you make, and that's what I get. You have that over me. You can screenshot your fucking credit union checking account of your lowest account and just stunt on me.
Yeah.
And then I get to say that you're slow and fat.
Yes.
Like that. Yeah. That's what I get to say.
Now you said that on the pod actually. And that was that was awesome.
I think I tend to repeat that point because it's like, I hate the, well, what do you do? It's like, I clearly do not play professional basketball and I will never say that I can. However, if you attempt to do it on my TV, I'm going to let you know if you stink.
I'm going to let you know.
Honestly, that's what you signed up for.
Yeah. I mean, it's a mental health thing.
So many for us, they wouldn't be making all this money.
And listen, if they want
generate the money, they generate money off of us.
If they want to be,
generated money off of me 2 days ago when I bought 3 jerseys on NBA.com because Blues player Junior's jersey was 50.
Lonnie Walker the fourth.
I
feel like you own 1% of the NBA by this point between all the sneakers you've bought in the last just few months. And guess who got him to? Who inspired you to get back into basketball?
You guys.
It was the back wall.
It was back wall. That was that thing the other night where like the one other basketball follower I have was like giving me shit because he's like so embarrassing, a Lakers fan, and I bet you didn't even know he was on the team. And you're like, that would be really easy to do because he's like literally unknowable. Like most people didn't actually know.
You know what that Celtics fan, the guy that came on talking shit, you know what he said the other day? I saw he didn't like tag you or anything. He said he took off the A off your name. He said Mandy Milius thinks probably is loving my Celtics demise right now.
Mandy Milius sounds like a porn star name.
I thought it was pretty sick. I thought it was pretty sick. I was like, I should have retweeted it. I should have like
his intro into our spaces was so
legendary,
well timed, and so well done, and so witty. That's the thing is like I love a shit talker. Like I don't have like you can't play on Twitter. You can't shit talk about basketball if you're gonna be like the least bit sensitive to anything, which is why I always have to take it to the nth degree with my followers, where I'm like, actually, your mom sucks the dick of every guy on this team, and you're like, whoa, like, and you're like, no, that's the point, like. But when he came in, that was so. Oh my god!
I died.
His intro. I almost want to like record it as like my intro to everything.
It's so good.
Like,
it's so good.
Big fan of your work.
You know, he's at some bar called like O'Malley's in Boston.
He's like drinking a Guinness.
Yeah, where like he's at the bar where I don't know if that's in Boston, but it's the bar where Gary Sinise and Forrest Gump has the confetti going over him in that bar. In Forrest Gump. It's that kind of Boston bar. Yes. I could just see it. He's not even in Boston. He's in Maine, but it's still Boston to me.
In my mind, he's in Boston.
Yeah,
he said he's in Maine like several times, but all I could think about him doing was like bar hopping in Boston.
Oh, yeah, like, just like Rounders type.
Yeah,
like
Rounders.
Yeah.
Rounders. Yeah. I love a poker movie. I'm sorry.
That's a fantastic
I like
movie.
It too. But you know what? If you haven't... Amanda, we should do this. We should do a poker movie episode of Glenn. I'm going to put that on our list. Have you seen Cincinnati Kid?
It's Steve McQueen, right?
Steve McQueen.
I have not, but I want to.
Steve McQueen with a great theme song by Ray Charles.
Nice.
Yeah, I actually remember that.
And Edward G. Robinson is his nemesis.
Oh, love him.
It's a great like
really good
crowd.
We should do a double feature of Rounders and Cincinnati Kid. That would be
and any other. I'll look to see if there's any other poker.
Split. Well, no,
we do need to do California Split though. Yeah, like I've been all the great gambling classics. We just need to do because
I'm down. I had a big poker phase. Like I'm really.
The Gambler with James Caan.
I might play some tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a nice one. That was a nice little shot. I like that shot.
Step away for a sec, guys. Go ahead.
Yeah. Wait, charging. There we go. Okay, so Glenn's gonna step away, and we're gonna have to work this lead up. We're gonna have to
work this lead up
while he's gone.
These guys need to get up. Is this what's his face again? No.
Oh, they're in the back. Who's that in the back? Al Pacino? Was that Al Pacino sitting right behind Kerr to the right of us?
Entirely possible.
It's very possible because he looked a little Al Pacino-y to me.
Although he supposedly is a bit of a
recluse.
Sorry, I was watching the ball go in. He is reclusive and does though hold screenings at his house like once a month for a handful of people of like classic movies.
You were telling me this when you were on FAA the very first time we met, I believe. And
because I was waiting to find out if I was invited. Right. No, I missed it. I was invited to the first one, but I was waiting to find out if someone we won't name was coming back to town for that next month because I missed the months before.
Yeah,
but
that was the story.
I should have gone. Like, I'm such an idiot for not going. It's like, who doesn't go to that? Like, what kind of like fool? It's like, well, I'll just go next month to Al Pacino's house and watch movies with him and this other guy.
I'd
but
love to see him react to a movie in real. I just like watch Al Pacino watching
and
the
the
movie.
other characters that I was told were there. Oh, it would have been real neat.
Imagine just a documentary of Al Pacino watching a movie.
I would watch that.
I'd watch that too.
Al Pacino is just amazing. I mean, I like if
That's your man's.
Yes, AR-15.
He's raking the Reeves.
He's raking the Reeves. He's so good.
He is good. I didn't even know he existed until 5 days ago. We started doing these.
We
things.
didn't know he existed until so I saw there was this one game in the play-ins where he just went completely bonkers and totally won the game. And then I watched an hour highlight reel of him and learned his whole history about how he's from a town of like 1,700 people in Arkansas, and his parents were both college basketball players, and his mom was like a major women's college basketball player. And they're gonna call it. I can't believe they didn't call that a foul-ish. I don't know. Yeah, it was very I got into him like immediately. I was like, this guy's just awesome because he doesn't have any of that weird like white boy angst or fear about playing on like the Lakers of all things. He's like absolutely believes he belongs there and he just doesn't have any shyness. Like his I hate to say it, his relationship with LeBron is like kind of charming. Like the way he's always the guy feeding him the alley-oop, like it's kind of rad.
How old is he?
I think I think he's his second year.
Oh, so he's fresh out of the oven.
Funny thing is, I tweeted at Dennis Rodman, and I would have no idea at this moment if he had like written us back and was like, "I want to be in the chat." Like he literally could have. I don't know. I haven't looked at.
Can you imagine if that happened and we missed it?
Like, and he'd be like, "Fuck you guys!" Like,
yeah, sorry,
we would literally all have to just do mass suicide on the Wait, first Austin Reeves. The thing that comes up, it goes Austin Reeves stats, Austin Reeves, and it says Austin Reeves girlfriend. Like all the baddies want Austin Reeves. Sorry, ladies.
And now look, this is a good example of like a Zoomer who looks like an adult. We were just talking about this. We're talking about. I was just talking. There was a Paul Scout. There was a Lindy Man thread about how like people, white people look like babies now and stuff.
24.
He's 24, so he's still a Zoomer, and
6'5".
Yeah, the Zoomers who play sports, because there's all these theories about why Zoomers look like they're way younger than other young people.
Yeah, they look like weird, decrepit, like fetal alcohol syndrome children.
Right, but the ones who play sports look like men.
Yeah,
for the most part, and that's the biggest difference. And yet conservatives still talk about cooming and all this stuff, like people who grew up competing like they used to. Oh shit!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, did that count?
That counted.
Oh!
That fucking counted. That fucking counted.
I gotta get some audio. Hold on.
That was
of audio.
Oh, that's killer. That's fucking killer.
That was him proposing to Amanda. That was a proposition.
Yeah.
That was him proposing, and you saying yeah.
That's killer at the half. That's fucking killer.
Yeah, I'm officially only getting married if somebody proposes to me like that.
Nothing but Netanyahu.
From the half-court line.
Yeah. Wow. Right
That's
as we
killer.
were singing his praises. Too.
Oh, and then they have to interview him again. Like with the like courtside interviews. I fucking hate these. He's literally right now. He's just like, I am so feeling myself.
He is.
Yeah, I will say, guys, only a 10-point game.
It is only a 10-point game. We've been really
like. I feel like I'm not gonna lie. I thought we were down 20 right now. Like we've
been talking like it's a
boat
race.
You have math dyslexia too?
No, it's a game flow. I don't even look at the score in the first half. It's a game. It's a body. Like I said, I'm a CNN body language expert. Like I look, I'm like,
CNN.
my guy should be my guy. You know, when they do that for the debates, like actually,
I thought
his
we
body
did
language.
that. Like that was like what like Fox did. Like Fox has like a.
Oh no, see, I mean, sure, but see, I know CNN has the one where it's like actually he was doing racism by winking. like that's how I am with basketball or football or whatever. Like I'm like downtown. I'm like, you know, if they come out stinking in the third, then yeah, it is what it is. But I'm like, I mean, yeah, it would have been nice if we were down 7 and without that miracle 3 there by Mr. Milius there, by Mr. Milius. Down 10, but I will say about in 2020 what the Warriors did that really screwed them for this particular series. They made the move they made in 2020. The Warriors had or maybe it was 2021, I can't remember, but they had a horrible season the year of the bubble. They were like lottery team. They got the second overall pick.
Years to do that, like year of the bubble, like,
and they got the second overall pick, which I got really excited. I'm like, oh, they punted on a season, like, and then they got the second overall pick, and it was basically a Len Bias situation, but the guy didn't die; he just stunk. And they drafted James Wiseman out of Memphis, and he's terrible. He was 7'1", big man, and he could run. And I was like, oh my god, this is the Warriors have this now.
That makes sense.
I was like, you guys aren't stopping us for a while because we finally have that like supercharged JaVale McGee, like basically like the good version of JaVale McGee of just like insane autism, like right. I'm like, but he was terrible, and they traded him to the Pistons. The pick after him was LaMelo Ball. If the Warriors went with LaMelo Ball, who is very good, he's on a very bad team. But if the Warriors pick LaMelo Ball, he's playing instead of Jordan Poole right now.
Any of the Ball brothers are good, isn't he?
Right. But LaMelo is the best one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and LaMelo is like all-star, like 20 points a game, good, like 20 something points a game, and you figure he probably would be playing instead of Jordan Poole right now. Yep. And it's just that one bad move by a good, otherwise good team. That's
the whole and like, it's the whole game. It's good. It's like people are getting mad about like, oh, like, but the Lakers are a totally different team from when they were during the regular season, and I'm like, and that's how trades work.
No, I don't. To me, the thing is, I don't have any excuses. And you can put me on record now. Whatever the end of the thing is, if the Warriors are eliminated tonight, and it looks to be that is a at least 70 to 80% chance that that's going to happen right now. But I don't have any excuses. I don't have any excuses. I don't have excuses. I'm not an excuses guy.
Same. I mean, we've become very humbled.
No, I think it's funny. I think all three of us kind of hate our team a little bit.
Yeah, we're so battered and bruised.
We're we've been so like we're like domestic violence, survivors of our teams where we're just
he just had a bad day at work, you know, kind of.
Yeah,
we're just like we deserve it.
Yeah,
I know we deserve it. It's our fault at this point.
Yeah, and like I'm not gonna lie, this might be the end of the run, and like I'm literally down for them to be a retirement home next year. I don't want them to trade and like try to do this like rebuild thing. Let Clay and Steph retire as Warriors. Let them do that. We'll rebuild off of that. They got 4 titles. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You know what I mean? And this is me coming from a Warrior fan who is getting. I was in the hotel room with Kobe. People forget that. I was in the hotel room with Kobe.
You were the third person.
The Ottoman. I was on the Kobe Ottoman. Just getting absolutely sandpapered out. Just like we were rough. It was rough. That was where I was before 2014, 2015 as a Warrior fan.
That's what you were doing? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That was what was happening. So we've come a long way. Yeah, I'm Paul Rudd now on the Hot Ones. Look at us. Look at us now. Look at us now. Look at us now. Nobody thought we'd get there.
Oh shit. I guess I just got a great image captured by our friend Todd. Is there a way to upload this?
Send it to me.
Okay, I'll send it to you right now.
Send it to me. I can put it up.
Mm-hmm. I'll send it to you right now.
You talking about my favorite Jewish man, Todd?
Yeah, our favorite Jew, our Hebe of the best Hebe in the West, Along
male
with
Hebrew,
Max is
male
up there,
Hebrew,
too.
male Hebrew,
I did.
Male Hebrew.
I won.
Well, Amanda's on the east until she gets her ass back this way. So I don't.
Shit, that's right. I think of myself as being on the west.
You're
I
still
am
on the west,
literally
man.
on the east. Yeah. Ugh, gross.
Yeah, send it in the chat or whatever. I can probably display.
I just sent it to you, DM'd in Twitter.
Okay, I see it.
I was really excited. Apparently,
Yeah, I saw that guy. Is that Henry Winkler? I thought that was fucking Henry Winkler at first.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Larry David, baby.
Is that Larry David?
That's Larry David.
With the what tripping Shaq and the thing.
That is not Larry David.
This is Larry David.
We're at halftime, and it's ESPN.
This is Larry David. Did you just get it? It's 100% Larry David. There's no doubt about it.
How is that Larry David?
This is 100% Larry David.
Oh, is this in the chat?
No,
I'll send it to you right now.
I'm gonna put it up right now.
This is 100% Larry David. Believe me. I'll send it to you right now, Amanda. Hold on.
Who do they think it is?
It's 100% Larry David.
At the game?
At the game in this beautiful caught after making the shot, after Reeves nailed the half-court shot. This is the best. This is like the best capture maybe of all time of Larry David.
Or it could be, if the Warriors come back and win, it could be the funniest thing in the world.
Fucking Larry David. That's fucking Larry David.
That's not Larry David.
It's not Larry David.
That's not Larry David.
You guys are blind. This is 100% Larry David.
How is that Larry David?
How is it not?
It's not even close.
Oh my god! I don't. Because
did my boy Todd just commit anti-Semitism against his own people?
This is 100% Larry David.
He's a self-hating Jew. I'm sorry.
How is that Larry David?
That's just a guy with gray hair and a vest.
This is 100 guys.
Look at the size
Larry
of his arm.
David. I know that face anywhere. I know those eyes anywhere.
I'm sure nobody in LA looks like Larry David.
Listen,
I'm sure.
I'm
sure nobody does.
You guys, front court. He looks exactly like Larry David. It is Larry David.
The fact that he's got courtside seats.
I will gamble my foreskin.
Yeah, no Jewish guy with balding Jewish guy would ever get courtside seats to the Lakers.
I mean, a lot would, but like Larry, like a celebrity would have a lot more access to those tickets.
Sorry, this is Larry David, guys. I'm there's 100%. It's not.
Is that Larry David?
We need
100%. This is Larry David.
Yeah, put that on because I'm gonna take the computer to the smoking room for a second.
This is 100% Larry David.
That's not Larry David,
guys. What do the watchers think?
I don't think that's him.
Do you think we have any viewers?
I'll bet my entire, and he's also dressed like Larry David.
First off, Todd knows Larry David, so he's just joking.
Does he?
Todd does not know. No, Todd does not joke about these things. Todd.
Oh yeah, he would never joke.
How could you joke about Larry David?
He would never joke about Larry David. You're correct.
Do you guys see what I'm having to go through to smoke in my own house?
So there's a room inside. You're like in the 70s.
Yeah. So let me tell you what happened. So the point of my life was to move to an apartment without a balcony so that I would quit smoking. Right.
My wife's really good with faces. I'm sending it to her right now, and she gets to decide. So
it's 100% Larry David. He was on front row at the previous game. I'm going to send you the pic right now.
Why don't
you have to tell us if this is Larry David or not? In this picture, I'll send it to you.
The audience should definitely vote.
There's just no fucking way that's Larry David.
It's not. I'm with you. I'm sorry.
It's 100% Larry David.
An actual Jewish woman is saying it's not Larry David. So I feel like that.
Who's the Jewish woman?
Me.
No, Amanda, you're off. Amanda, it's totally like. Trust me, it's Larry David. There's no doubt about it.
Trust you.
Trust me on this one.
I'm not even close. My wife said no, and she's a physiognomy expert.
Okay, can we Google Larry David?
He has a front row seat at all the games. My phone is malfunctioning.
That's true. He does.
But
he does.
There's no way this is not Larry David.
Are you telling me there's not some other rich Jewish bald guy that could have
courtside seats at a Laker Larry game? David. This is Larry David, you bitches.
It's not Larry David.
That joke of him tripping.
Oh my god, you guys are off. You guys,
it looks like Henry Winkler.
This is like an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm where people won't believe that Larry David was at the game he was at, and that's his alibi for not having run over some stupid person. In Brentwood. This is ridiculous. If he was wearing
a MAGA hat, I would believe he was Larry David.
This is so Larry David.
That was like my actual life in LA, where I was like actually wearing the MAGA hat. like, and no one would talk to me. It was great.
I'm going crazy that you guys can't see that this is Larry David. I don't have a doubt in my mind.
I have a fan hooked up.
I've been next to Larry David.
Smoke, and the smoke
at Dodger game.
Anywhere.
He sat in front of me at a Dodger game once. I've seen him in person.
Did you talk to him?
No, I didn't. But he was like a few seats, to the side. I used to get a lot of Larry David, by the way. A lot of people told me that when I was in my 20s, that I reminded them of Larry David.
I could see that.
And I hadn't even seen the show yet. And I start watching the show, and I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like 25. And then I'm like a few episodes in, and I'm like,
this is not what I actually want. I don't want
but then a few episodes in, I was just like, all right, I get it, I guess.
I sort of get it.
Everyone
feels like Larry David is what's
that's the thing. You can connect to his plight.
Because finally someone actually says how awkward everything is, how awkward every human interaction is. Like whether it's with your own housekeeper or like someone you buy chicken from or whatever, it's always awkward.
It is always awkward.
Okay, watchers, what are you guys saying?
Larry David's there. That's not the same part of the fucking court.
It's not the same. That's not from the same game. That's not from the same game.
So what? He has different courtside seats.
Maybe
he probably moves around the court.
No, he
doesn't. That's 100% him.
In the second picture, it's him. They don't have what that looks like Henry Winkler. That looks more like Henry.
This is
Winkler.
not Harry. You guys are blind. This is not Henry Winkler.
Would also be at the game.
Yeah.
There's no. He does not. Looks nothing like Henry Winkler.
It's not. It's just not. I mean, look. It's a great picture. It doesn't have to be Larry David for it not to be a great picture. Like it's okay. You can still have. You can still have that. Now, I will say, if the Warriors have a great third quarter, come back and win this game, that's the dumbest picture of all time, by the way, if that happens.
Ted's wife says it's Larry David, and Ted's wife has born several Jewish children, and she would know.
She gave birth to Larry David.
So, wait, what does birthing children have to do with identifying?
Yeah, it does.
It's 100% Larry David.
Celebrities like crazy, and like I have birth.
It's just not. It's not.
And you don't know what side of the court he is on in that second picture, by the way. You're just talking. You have no idea.
He's on the fucking sideline. That's baseline where he's yelling at, where he's pointing. It's clearly baseline where he's pointing.
Guys, our fans are talking to us. Malcolm says that picture looks just like Larry David, but the video doesn't look like him at all.
The picture also doesn't look like
him. There's video. We need to get this video. Malcolm, where is the video? And then Scott B says looks like Larry David in the pic.
It doesn't.
Thank you.
Oh, it
the
looks
people
like
have spoken.
It looks like
oh shit, my camera.
What happened?
Okay,
no, I was gaveling with my fist.
Larry, okay, first off, is that picture
shatter
viral?
My glass table.
Let's see, Larry David. Is that picture viral? So everyone's saying, is that Larry David? It's not.
So everyone's saying everyone's questioning it.
All the Jewish people are taking this as like representation. It's not.
They are because they have a right. They have fought for. Listen. They have struggled for 4,000 years to play against slavery and locust, and they have been through the desert for 40 years.
If you guys lose this game, do you realize how detrimental that picture is? By the way,
that's true. It would be.
Larry David will never be allowed.
So I'm gonna go ahead and screenshot Alex's tweet, the "We Are So Back" tweet, just as a piggy bank thing. I think the Warriors are gonna lose, but if they don't, it's pretty rough.
It is Larry David. It's fucking Larry David. All right, what is this video you sent me?
Yeah, what's the video? What do you think of the video? They're saying the video, it's not him.
I sent the video.
I can't. It's you can't see.
It's not Larry David.
Oh my God, it looks like Larry.
All Jewish guys, when they see something on sale, point like that.
Looks a little. Okay, hold on.
That's when they get a good.
Like the Jewish.
I know that. That's a fucking Larry David face. It's hard to tell in this video.
When they point like that, they're like that. It's like a thing that they do.
No, it's like I know that. I know the eyes. That's like a. That's like a bum 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 bum.
Larry has a very skinny nose all the way down. That guy's nose is a bit wider at the bottom.
Man, this is the greatest. This is like
he could be flaring his nostrils.
It's not him.
It looks if it's not Larry David, it's his twin fucking brother.
Sure.
I mean,
Sure.
That's his fucking face. That is exactly what
Yeah.
he looks like when he screams like a.
It's what's another guy's name?
I just got more evidence from my legal defense fund. Hold on.
Oh God, Todd
I
does
just got
not
more
count.
evidence from my legal defense, my Jewish legal defense fund.
Todd does not count here.
Todd is my Jewish
Love
legal
him.
defense fund. I got the video. He's just texted me the video. I'm trying to.
God.
We need high
He sent me the same
we need
video.
4K.
It looks. Yeah, this is higher def, but I have to zoom it up. Let me.
All right, we're going back to
It's hard to.
Maybe I should just stay in here for a 2 cigarette halftime.
I mean, the only problem is he looks less thin than Larry David, but
that's
he's got the same exact fucking face.
No, that's what I'm saying. The size of the arm.
There's a lot of problems because it's not Larry David.
It's got This is the okay. If Larry David,
put her on my computer.
this mystery needs to be solved one way or the other. Somebody needs to solve this mystery.
All right, I'm gonna get my phone. I'm gonna ask people. Hold on.
Oh my God, this is. Oh, we're back with the third quarter. Well, we better not fucking lose.
I was gonna say you guys better not lose because it will be like the Larry David curse if that happens.
Yeah, that's true. That would be some Curb ass bullshit too, and
Yeah.
I will have been.
It would literally be a Curb episode.
It would be Curb. It would be Curb, and I would be the Larry David of that Curb episode.
Wow, Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves decided he's a basketball player tonight.
Wait a second. Larry David, the picture you just sent me, Larry David's wearing glasses.
It's two different. That's not.
Yeah,
from the
and they're
same
sitting
game.
in different parts of the court too, so it's
yeah,
not. The same.
Austin Reeves is in it in the second picture, so it can't be from that long ago. Oh, but they're not playing. They're playing Memphis in that picture. Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, so it's from the last series.
Okay, that's not helpful. Let me see this video. That's not Larry David. Look at the size of him. That's not Larry David.
That the camera adds 20 pounds. You have to understand the camera. He's not going to look as thin as he does.
The camera adds 20 pounds. Get the fuck out of here.
That's a lot.
It so does.
Okay, so a picture does, but a film camera doesn't?
No.
Get it.
The film on TV, you're 20 pounds heavier. Trust me. I've been through this. You're totally 20 pounds, especially when you're not being shot in a flattering way.
Is this Larry David? Can I make a poll?
Yeah, let's do a poll.
I'm gonna do a poll. Here we go. Yes. No. Poll length. Can I make it like 5 minutes?
5 minutes.
Poll
No,
length.
you can make it like 20 minutes.
It's not giving me any options at all.
Oh, and they're showing it right now in the replay. Oh, we missed it. Okay, every time they show the replay on our TVs, we can take another gander.
Okay, I'm gonna make.
I hope it is. I hope it is.
Poll 30 minutes.
We need confirmation from the David family.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough.
I mean, we can't be the only people wondering.
They're just showing that. They're not showing it saying it's Larry David, though.
No, they're just showing it. But every time they show it,
I mean, it's a hell of a shot. I mean, it's a hell of a shot.
We can get another good look.
Oh, I can't add a picture. Okay, and the poll. See pic below. Add tweet.
Yeah, people are pretending that it's Larry David, so that's a good sign.
People are like, this old man, I like his reaction. It's so amusing and comedic.
Yeah,
I'd watch a TV show based on that and that man's daily life on the west side of LA.
This looks like a guy who created Seinfeld.
Yes. I love how people are just like, it has to be him because what other Jewish guy could afford Lakers courtside seats? Just couldn't.
First of all, I don't even think he necessarily is that Jewish looking. He could be Italian. He could be.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I mean,
we're not. We don't have a confirmed Jewish even here.
Okay, this is really ADL taking over now. Yeah. It's true. He could be Italian.
He could be. Yeah, like that. That's balding is like a thing. That's
and just white hair like that could be like. I mean, he could be Armenian.
He could be Armenian.
He could be me. That could be future me. Literally, future me with the remnants of the hair that Kobe touched.
Because you won't get it.
You're getting into rare candy. Time isn't real, kind of thing. Yeah. Thank you.
What a twist that would be if that's like not Larry David, but just future Alec.
I'd be in on that. The paranormal Armenian.
Well, we've already figured out that time doesn't work in basketball because we've never been on the same time watching it ever since the first night when my cable went out and I was 10 minutes behind everybody, asking about what was happening in the future, but then also screaming at everybody that I didn't want to know. That was we've now, and then we had people calling it or joining the spaces that were somehow ahead of us even when the cable was working. It's very, very confusing. Very confusing.
This is one of the greatest debates of all time, and this is literally an Antonioni movie.
Yeah, it's just us asking.
Does this blow up too?
You know what's crazy?
Halftime. Why would they have the Game 6 be not a TNT?
Well, ESPN's more broad, I guess, or whatever.
Well, it's weird. It's a
Friday thing. It's a weekend thing.
Hillbilly Kobe is now trending on Twitter. I need them to stop calling him that. As much as I like it, it needs to be AR-15. Every time you see Hillbilly Kobe, you need to be you mean AR-15.
Yeah, I don't like Hillbilly Kobe. What is this?
Hillbilly Kobe is just
JD Vance. No.
Hillbilly Kobe. That's
I don't like Hillbilly
name.
Kobe at all. That's just
your nickname cannot be an old player's name.
Right.
No, you can't be. Unless it's a different player. No. It's a
White Chocolate is a great nickname.
You could say White Mamba, but not
White Mamba.
Yeah, but that was ironic. That was which I guess Austin Reeves would be too, but that was this ironic, this guy is just funny. He was the Michael Rappaport of the NBA, Brian Scalabrine.
All right, baby, we got a 17-point lead over there down in that downtown Los Angeles over at the Crypto Wallet Arena.
The arena.
Over at the Crypto Crash Arena.
It's so
Crypto
over.
Crash Arena.
On the Ethereum Center.
I will not be joining you guys for I will not be joining you guys for Lakers Nuggets conference finals. No.
You're gonna put
that would be such a good series.
I don't give a fuck. No, it's not. The Nuggets are gonna win in 5 games.
That would suck so much.
Gauntlet drop.
No, the Nuggets are the best team in the NBA. It's funny, nobody talks about them, but they're really fucking good.
But they're so boring.
Well, I mean, they are. Boring. Remember when the Spurs won boring titles?
Yeah, the Spurs were always boring.
And they won title. They had a couple.
God, I really don't like Spurs basketball. I'm such not a D'Antoni fan. It was just so math. It was so Eastern to me.
Well, you mean Popovich, right?
Yeah, right. Well, D'Antoni
was exciting. He just stunk.
But was D'Antoni ever a Spurs coach? Am I high?
Yeah,
no, he wasn't. Not that I no,
he was the Suns. He was the Suns.
He was with the Lakers.
Yeah, that was
the Suns and the Rockets.
The Suns is when he was good, and then he had some good times at the Rockets. He sucked ass with the Lakers.
Yes.
And in fact, he was dumped for
no, that was
Phil
a bad
Jackson.
year. Yeah, that was a bad year.
That was when they dumped him unceremoniously for Phil Jackson.
And that was awesome.
Well, you remember how weird it was? They interviewed Phil Jackson for the job, and then they hired D'Antoni. Yeah. And D'Antoni was shocked because he thought Phil Jackson was going to get the job.
I remember that.
And then 6 months in, they canned him, or was it next season?
It was within the season.
Quick. Yeah, it was within the season. They had to can him and brought back Phil. It was a pretty quick canning.
Yeah. It definitely would have loved to have heard the debates about that.
Oh, God. Well,
in the family.
It was just sloppy because you had stupid Jim Buss Jr., who's...
Yeah.
No.
I would like to watch a spinoff of Succession about the Buss family where they own
Right. That basically it's about them, isn't it?
What is it? Succession's the Murdochs, right?
No, it's also the Redstones. Remember, because they own the theme park and the.
Oh, right.
That's why.
I mean, the point is, the model fits. The model fits.
It's technically about both of them because you've also got the daughter is the Sherry Redstone character. Only works in the Redstone universe, so it's loosely based on both of those families. I think, or I've been told or read or whatever.
It's like, I mean, the buses are not anywhere near the wealth level of the Murdochs or these other families, but in a more localized way. Yeah, in a very narrow sports context.
Yeah,
Spin-off, yeah. It's like a down home version of the same kind of drama. I mean,
yeah, like when I tell my brothers, like, how can you guys watch this show? Doesn't it give you PTSD? Because it's like Our Family, but with actual money.
Right.
Like, we're just fighting over like scraps, where it's like, you know, they're actually fighting over like real things.
They're fighting over the fate of the world.
Yeah, we're like, let's see what Dad didn't lose the third time he lost all of his wealth.
I'm just playing the Sarah McLachlan "I Will Remember You" for the Warriors Dynasty in my head right now.
Are we? Wait, I'm still smoking. Are we on commercial break?
Yeah,
No,
I'm just watching Klay Thompson miss the montage of Klay Thompson missing right now.
Woo! All right, we got the board. Listen, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying I do see my refrigerator over on the left about 20 feet.
You see the fridge? I see
it. That's all I'm saying right now is I see it.
My wife's doing red light therapy. That's why I'm red right now, by the way.
That's awesome. Good for you.
Ooh la la. We got a 19-point lead now with Reezy.
Now I'm doing red light therapy. So
yeah,
I need it. The Warriors.
I think we're all gonna need I think the Warriors are gonna need some red light district therapy, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, they just nailed a 3 here.
They'll do that.
You guys are like a possession ahead of me. That's weird.
Oh, really? It's never clean. Never clean.
7 minutes, 7:14, 56, 72. The best part about us doing those spaces is how rarely we called out the score of the time, so that when you edit the massive pod together, it's going to have to just be a highlights reel, because it's like we totally didn't sportscast it correctly. You're right. Like,
I mean, but to be honest, can you imagine somebody like 5 days from now listening to that, caring what the score is? Not really.
Yeah, nobody can
not caring what the score is. Like, just the conversation is.
Yeah.
Usually, once the game ended, everything went to pure chaos, like to the point of like potentially getting everyone kicked off every platform and never being able to get a job anywhere ever. And that's the good stuff.
Yeah, I like that I'm red right now a lot, because it's not great.
Like
it reflects your. This is like that scene in Blow Up when he goes into the development to the camera room to develop it.
The best.
This is great. I'd like to change my thing to like purple, and then yours can be gold, or so we should like change it to our color. But I don't know how.
Well, I am wearing, obviously the Kobe.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'd love to have like a purple, like.
Right now, I feel like I'm in the killing of a Chinese bookie, Ben Gazzara. Like, I'm just going through this like club right now, and everything around me is melting down. I'm just
like Chernobyl at this point.
Yeah. Well, that too. I'm Ben Braddock right now. I'm just doing Ben Braddock red light therapy in the house right now.
But instead of your nutsack, it's your entire body.
I'll for patrons only. I will, but it's the.
I had to get him the other day to talk to Daniel, because Daniel was like trying to figure out. He was really going to do the red light thing, and he was like, "So what? Like, thinking like there's like those light boards you can buy and stuff that I'm sure your wife probably has." And like Ben had that day decided that actually he was mad at the company that made the boards because they wouldn't give him a discount code. And I was like, well, you should have had me negotiate that. Like, that's why Jewish people, so that they can like negotiate for you.
They just teed up Schroeder and kicked him out of the game.
What the fuck just happened?
They just kicked Schroeder out of the game.
For what?
Well, he's German. He's German. He might have talked to that Larry David guy a little funny.
I mean, you think? But Larry David, he can take a few hits.
The referee might be the referee might be Jewish, though. We just don't know this.
You never know.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
I don't feel like Jews become basketball refs.
Yeah, probably not.
It's like not. It's like the one.
But you would totally hear it in the name, and you just don't. Yeah, like you would hear it.
But if we did, we'd never hear the end of it. It'd be like, that's why it's all fixed. Like, like the banks and everything else.
BLM on the court.
Yeah,
Jewish
BLM
referee.
Jewish. No, and then this guy sent me this like chart of like how the Jews. Oh, Anthony Davis hanging from.
Oh, this is live. This just happened live. Oh no! They're showing the replay of the tee up. The guy's putting the basketball in his fucking on his nose.
How?
So why is he the one
what
getting teed up?
What the fuck are you talking about? How does he get out with that?
I don't know, man.
You guys
must
should
have
stop
said the
complaining.
magic word.
You guys should stop complaining about.
I'm like 1 second.
No, it's true. We shouldn't complain. But all the same, it's just Glenn, injustice.
I mean, he could have just turned his head.
And injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere.
Yeah.
And
if he probably said
just turned his head.
Yeah, he could have just walked away from Draymond there.
Teed out for like.
I mean, did Draymond get teed out too? I mean, he's got a fucking sweatsuit on.
One-on-one.
That, I mean, that was.
Oh shit! I almost made that.
Oh, if that had gone in, that would have been so sick. He just pushed him out of the way with the ball.
Oh, that would have been something.
So we're using the ball as a weapon in this game. I got it. Okay, that's happening now.
Yeah, we're just gonna like. It's the Brent Braddock, theory. It's the red light theory, red room theory.
Oh yeah, so that day he had decided that chicken egg warming lights were actually the way to go. And I was like, I'm not telling my coworker / assistant / co-producer friend that he needs to go buy egg warming lights. Yeah. Balls. Like I'm not having that conversation. Like you have to do it. And then Daniel didn't want to have the conversation either, but he really wanted to know he's like, can't he just tell me like the name of some like light company? And I was like, I'm putting you guys on a chat and then I'm out of it. I don't want to be a part of this conversation at all. Like, so I don't even know what happened, but I believe the chicken coop was what was recommended. So.
I love Ben to death. I'll never say anything ill about Ben.
There's no, it's not. I mean, it's the guy. He's being
no, not you. I know. Alex got some cheeky remarks about that situation right there.
Me? I've never said anything cheeky about Ben.
No, but you're a woo health hater though. Let's be real.
I'm not everyone gets mad at me. I'm not a hater
not
at
woo
health. I'm simply calling
not everyone. Out, 2 people get mad at you for being woo health hater.
I'm simply saying that some of his. I just think he's a little avant-garde in some respects, and a little bit speculative and fictional in some of his medical.
That's fine. Avant-garde health sounds great. Sign me up.
All of his health stuff, I'm a big fan of. Like when something goes, although for somebody I'm never sick. Like I've never been sick in like 4 or 5 years. So
damn
that I've never got COVID or anything like that. I mean, but like that's something you couldn't avoid unless you like me snort several lines of ivermectin every morning.
Base. That's sick.
Yeah. I'm just saying that when he said that monkeypox came from like the moon, I felt like that was
It didn't come from the moon.
Did you say that?
It didn't come from the moon.
It was pretty funny if he said that though.
Him and I got lunch one time and it was wonderful. And we told him, leave the seed oil bottle on the table. We'll add it ourselves. Thank you. And we were.
Did he know? He would have thrown it out the window.
No, he would have. No, him and I had lunch one time. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
But
I
no.
had dinner with him. I had dinner with him. So we've all had lunch with him.
Great guy. Absolutely great guy.
All broken bread with Ben.
Yes. Ben. Yeah, exactly. So. No, it's funny, but I don't know. The Warriors, they keep hanging around a little bit.
Yeah, we're on commercial break right now. Apparently, Filthy's decided to just leave the.
No, I'm just getting a pickle and a refill of my coffee.
A pickle.
I'm getting a pickle, a Lindy pickle, and a refill of my coffee because Larry David has inspired me to consume a dill fucking pickle right now. Because I need a nice refreshing pickle.
You're taking over as the Jew on the channel at this point.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm fucking taking over. And I've got more pickles too. In case anyone wants to fuck with me.
I have none. I have my fridge is basically filled with half and half and supplements.
Oh, nice. Well, who needs anything else?
I mean, that's kind of the vibe right now.
I'm gonna note the score.
Ben and I had an all-night dinner
Oh my!
at
Bill Maher
New
is at the game.
Oh, great!
Elon Musk is at the
Kim
Lakers
Kardashian.
game. Dude, that is pretty awesome, actually. That he's not at the one. Ew. God,
Musk is at the game. I missed him.
Elon Musk is at the late LA game, which is
nice.
I like that. That makes me very happy. I mean, he did just hand the whole fucking company over to some dumb bitch, and so he's like, "I'm going to the game."
Bad.
Elon Musk, if Larry David is at the game, okay, that's what I'm doing.
I like how Trey Young is like, "Oh, you lost in the playoffs and you're at the game."
I have a question.
What's that?
I'm asking Elon Musk.
Take a screenshot with me in the pickle in case it turns out to be Larry David.
I will. Yeah. Elon Musk is Larry David on Twitter?
No,
I've never seen it.
That would be so bad for his brand if he was. Like he's an in real life awkward guy like that. There's no social media would only ruin his mystique.
At the game.
God, I hate Italian basketball players so much.
Dude, Kobe is an Italian basketball player. Watch it.
Nah, the same way Giannis is Greek.
Giannis is Greek.
Yeah, he's from the fucking Congo. He's from the Congo.
Wait,
he's from the Congo. They don't just
3-pointer.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is over.
Glenn lives to see another day.
No, I don't.
Well, I'm just saying, you're still, he didn't make that 3-pointer.
Well, I'm a possession behind you, so I don't.
It's still under 20.
It's 20.
Right,
it's over. I mean, I could sense from the beginning of the series that the Warriors just didn't have it. Like, they're just not.
Elon has responded to my tweets before.
Oh, yeah, let's do it. Ask him if
I just did.
Larry David. Perfect.
I just did. I just asked him.
Yeah.
I love that he responded to my tweet and actually didn't know that his legal team was the Perkins Coie and they were still running a lot of his lawsuits. I was like, dude, that was so unhelpful because you're wrong. And I know this and I don't run Twitter. But again, that goes back to the theory that I should actually be the female whisperer to Elon Musk. Oh, and I declared my candidacy for vice president today. I don't know if you guys saw that, but
with whom? For Trump. Okay,
I'm the surprise candidate because remember he said you guys are gonna be so shocked, and the only way I'll be shocked is if it's me. So I put out in Trump form. I didn't ask. I said I hereby declare I am the candidate for vice president. So I hope.
Oh yes, you're just taking the bull by the horns.
Yeah, well, because that's how he is. He doesn't remember when he was doing those weird medieval I hereby declare that this is happening, and you're that's not even a thing. It was on the we're that's not even a thing we do in the United States. Even if it was in an executive order, I hereby declare I do declare that I shall be. So I hereby declared that I was the vice presidential candidate. So I did get back into politics a little bit today, but I said I would not take questions until after the playoffs.
I mean, it does look like Trump is hankering for a good, strong female VP. To me, it looks like he wants a woman VP. Because
that's what everybody said. He listed 5 women or something.
I mean, Carrie Lake seems reasonable to me, but then somebody pointed out. It's never the person you most expect. For some reason, it's always some rando.
No, it's always the worst choice that takes 3 weeks to figure out why it's the worst choice. And then you're oh, fuck, it's Mike Pompeo or something. You know what I mean? And you're
oh my God, that would be a disaster.
No, he won't do that because Mike's done the unthinkable, which is I told you, ever since I worked for him, I was this man is all the things they used to say about Mike Pence that he believed he was ordained by Jesus to become president. Actually, that's how Mike Pompeo thinks. And he gathered his team at state to basically build him up to look in the press like a statesman who didn't rock the boat because that would be best for his presidential run. That guy actually thought and probably went getting a lap band in order to be a presidential candidate, which is hilarious. Because There's nobody with less charisma, maybe in the world.
There is this delusion afoot that, we're not always in the mood for we kind of like the country's got it, like 4 years of Trump was what was needed at the time, but now everyone's just kind of worn out from having to defend him after every statement.
Well, that's the vibe of the DeSantis crowd.
Yeah, that's the whole DeSantis vibe. It's not accurate. It's just not accurate because
people aren't angry. Like everyone's ready to just calm down and deal. And also this idea that it's a good idea in DeSantis's life right now when he's so young that you're like, okay, you could have the entire movement and country of the right behind you and run not right now, or you could split the entire base and be hated by half of them and maybe get a third of them. And they think, and then this idea that there are independents, the idea that there's still such a thing as when's the last time you met an independent, except for the idea of Trump people who are basically
there are people, there's shy Republicans. There aren't independents.
No, like that's like just such like an old idea that there's two parties and then there's independents. We got to win over the independents. And you're like, no, we are that. We're the anti-Bush.
We are the independents. Yeah.
That's
anybody who's not a straight up Democrat is a Republican now. It's like we've become more polarized, not less. Also, I feel like there's just people are just assuming that this is like yet another cycle in history, much like any previous decades. And
they don't know the country's over. Like that, it's like
the country's totally over. It's a different country. It's just
that's why I'm like watch basketball, and they're just like
watch basketball. Also, it's like after given what they did with COVID, which completely divided everyone from everyone. To the point where we're all living it like nobody's really forced to live or spend that much time with libs as much anymore. Like, yes, if you work in a big corporation, yada, yada, you have to get by. But the degree to which we've been separated from people that aren't very close to us is really significant. So I don't think the same pressure of, what am I going to say if I vote for Trump? Walker, we've got the bluesman back to play us some licks here for this final quarter.
This is what I said. These are our two guys. Dude, they're scoring a lot right now. I'm not comfortable.
I'm not putting it. I can see the refrigerator, and I retrieved a pickle. From the refrigerator.
You don't even have Jello in there.
Yeah, that's it. I'm not closing that door or anything yet.
Yeah.
Chick Hearn was never premature about these things. I don't think in all his years.
If this
there's Lonnie Walker again.
Oh, that was so sick. That was so sick. That was AR-15 and like a sick pass to Lonnie Walker. We really only have two people on this basketball team.
I want to know. I'm sure there's a way to. Somebody knows this. I want to know if the Lakers ever blew a game after Chick put it in the refrigerator. In all his 50, 60 years.
Google that shit. I mean,
I'd love to know. Yeah,
So when I was doing my fake astrology or real astrology shit, when I was doing those tweets about being able to predict basketball games based on like where the moon is, and was just like throwing words in there, I think I called it like a Talmudic numerology laced astrology.
I got the answer, by the way.
You can just look up stuff like that. You can be like, where was the moon on this date in this time? And
I just typed it out.
Is this the end of the third quarter?
Almost, yeah. We have a long ways to go.
Going out. No, guys.
According to LakersNation.com.
Don't let them get this. Don't let them end on a good note. It's over. That doesn't count. Fuck.
It's all right. We got to keep the drama up. Glenn's still alive. This is all about entertainment.
A good feeling going out.
Chick Hearn. It's not telling me which game yet, but
he was wrong.
He won. They lost just once ever after he put it in the refrigerator. They lost one time. And I'm trying to find out which game it is.
That is really impressive.
I'm looking at Forbes.
Right, I'm going to call that this commercial for whatever movie this is stupid. the mother of all action movies. These people are ripping off my student. Jennifer Lopez with her tits in a tank top and my winter jacket.
In another game, I'm reading here in the forums, chick put her in the refrigerator. They had a big lead. And then Denver came all the way back. And then chick said that if he turns out to be, if the Lakers lose, he's going to buy hamburgers for all 17,000 and a half people in the forum. And like, I think Magic made a miracle shot to win the game.
That's amazing.
Yeah, there's another game. So you got close to do twice. Apparently there was just one.
Back to watching these classic games. That should make me so happy. Like just putting on a hardwood classic. Like I got to start doing that. I mean, it's the playoffs though. It's like all I do is watch basketball and like try and work.
And my mini pony Tony.
And volunteer at all tournaments that take place on a military basis.
Where is that sound coming from? Is that Glenn or you?
That's Glenn. It's not me.
What sound?
Game.
There's like a radio
maybe
or
it's like
TV.
Could be the TV. Yeah.
Okay, let me turn mine down too. In case
Probably the
that's also
TV, yeah.
shit.
But I mean, I'm a fan of having the sound on in the fourth quarter.
No, it's just
Oh,
that we
Peter
got-
Juvenile is on. Draymond is garbage. This is my friend Peter. What's up, Peter? So Peter is from Sacramento, and he's
So he's a sore fucking loser.
he's no. He's just he's lived in Sacramento, man. The guy's
Yeah. Well. I mean,
Okay,
point stands. I mean,
like-
I look. I'm sure he's a nice guy. I'm just saying for
he's
basketball,
lived
it's
through
like
a lot, okay. And
Yeah,
he was a
yeah.
Kings fan, and look at what he had to deal with. They got and he had to
So-
listen to me shitting on the King, calling them the Queens and like
Yeah, I
playing
mean,
back
yeah.
videos every 5 seconds.
yeah, they're relegated to the
Right.
G League. I mean, it's not my problem. They're relegated to the G League.
I agree, dude. Like I'm down. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, Peter. I'm sure you're a great guy.
I'm just happy to
saying,
see Peter. Peter's an old friend, so I'm happy
Yeah,
to see
yeah,
my
nice guy.
friend
I'm sure he's a
Peter.
great guy. Yeah.
Yeah, Peter.
There's like when your team's losing, there's like certain fan bases you're just like not gonna accept anything from,
Absolutely.
and the Kings is just not gonna happen.
100%.
Kings
Like
are just-
I think I got in worse fights with Kings fans than Celtics fans this year on Twitter. But
They try their best. I mean,
because the Celtics are like an actual dynasty that like are worthy of being our rivals, whereas like the Kings are not, and they think that they are.
They try to like
and you're like, nah, no, you're like not even just based on how much that city sucks. Like, and I hate LA, right? Like, but like, boys, Sacramento has like dirty air. Like it's like bad, and not dirty as in pollution. I mean like bad vibes.
Yeah, bad vibes.
You could make a good California noir out of Sacramento, though. That's how evil feeling it feels.
I mean, didn't Greta Gerwig try with Lady Bird?
Does that take place? I don't watch these movies.
It's in Sacramento.
That makes me want to check that out. Eugh.
I thought
don't
it was.
watch this
I
stuff.
thought it was an average movie.
I mean, it's directed by a girl. How could it be good? I mean,
Wow.
I'm serious. Like the best. I told you the best compliment I ever got was when Gavin McInnes texted me, or no, I think he texted Nadav for some reason. But now I talk to Gavin all the time. But after I went on the show, and he was like, "There's no way you're gonna tell me a chick made this. It's too good." That was the best moment. That was the best compliment.
That is a good compliment.
Yeah.
It's always a good compliment. It's like when people tell me there's no way an Armenian made this.
It'd
There's no way you're
be great if he added Jew onto it too, because then it would really.
That's like me when I show up to work on time. They're like, "There's no way an Irish guy showed up to work on time."
That's right. I mean, we all have our crosses to bear here.
Yeah.
I don't.
There's no way an Irish guy got out of bed, put on the same colored socks.
There's no way an Irish guy is sober right now, and there's no way an
way.
Armenian is over 6 feet tall.
I know you're really tall for an Armenian. That's true.
It was jarring because I'm not gonna lie, dude.
always-
Like I think it's because you don't have a big head, do you?
I don't have a big head. I
No,
thought I
Your
always.
head's small, and I think that's what it is. I think because I expected you.
I've always
I mean,
been told it's a big ass head. I don't know.
I thought you were like I did not think you were short. I thought you were like 5'10", but you're taller than.
Oh, he's tall.
Yeah, he's a taller guy than
me.
me.
We'll correct the record.
Yeah, tallest person in this conference right now.
Yeah, he's tallest person.
It's not even a question. Can attest, both of us.
The Art Right conference, the Art Right Twitter conference.
So if we want
you are not a Pedro Gonzalez. You are not a Pedro Gonzalez.
That's another thing about all the DeSantards. They're all like 5'2" max.
Totally.
But anyway,
that's true. Matter. There's not a single tall person that likes DeSantis. So speaking of tall people and outrageously tall people, Ben Braddock should have played basketball because he is fucking.
He's tall as fuck. Yeah,
I felt like a child. I felt like a child
near
that guy.
Jack is tall as fuck.
Which Jack? Oh yeah, Jack. My husband.
Mason is tall as fuck. Your husband, according to the
husband,
internet.
One of my boys.
A lot of tall as fuck people. Zane is tall as fuck.
Yeah.
Is he?
I mean,
Zane's at least 6'3".
Wow.
They're like, well, why do you not, go on a lot of dates? And I'm like, there's just not that many human beings over 6'5". Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like
Jocko, Jocko over here in LA, he's 6'5".
Sounds like a big guy. I've heard him on.
He's huge,
and he's gay, so he'd like me. So that'll work.
Yeah. You've got LA husband options galore.
And I know.
Who else is a tall as fuck? There's other tall as fuckers.
My ex NFL player that I do hang out with, that motherfucker, he's tall. Oh God, he is tall. He can lift me with one hand.
One hand. Damn. I mean, you're not a heavy person, You're tall, but not heavy.
But like he's like not NBA, like NFL. Like
yeah. That's hot. That's hot to be lifted by one hand like you're a
like a small doll.
Yeah,
so
like the
video I always post where it's like I think it was like it was an NFL sketch that got canned where the lady's like, sometimes I just want a man who I feel like can throw me over a house. And I'm like, yeah, same.
Yeah.
Why does LeBron act like he gets fucking shot every time he lays up?
Every time.
Well, I think we know.
The floor. He's like,
he doesn't even celebrate.
Doing.
He doesn't even celebrate.
He's going to lie there for 8 minutes and 46 seconds.
It's like you have to hear like the Selma humming or something whenever he hits the ground.
Selma humming.
Like, the movie Selma when they're walking across the bridge. It's like you have to hear that when he hits the ground. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like,
yeah, dude, and like nothing even
like
happened.
That's a sick ass play. Celebrate it. Stop acting like you got shot. Like, stop acting like Rocky.
Like seriously, he's hitting the floor like it's an MMA fight and he's tapping out.
Oh my God.
Dude,
I'm so sick of him.
His fall was actually like softened by he kind of rolled on the shoes of his teammates. He did not even hit his head. Remember when Draymond actually really hit his head that night? Like I was like, oh, but Draymond's so autistic, he like didn't even notice it.
No, he doesn't care. He doesn't care. It's like a rabbit in his hands.
Yeah. Like he didn't give a shit at all, but like LeBron just had like a totally normal
it's not a real superstar to me when you do that. It's just not it's not real. Like I mean,
there's nothing about him that's a real superstar.
I know I sound like sour grapes right now because that's a hell of a play. I expect a guy to like beat his chest and like look at the stands and like spit everywhere. Like do that. Like show me the dominance instead of like being submissive after that play.
Yes, exactly. He's such a sub.
He's a sub.
You're supposed to. This is also why, despite the fact that it was a sport I was best at, I am frequently frustrated by soccer because I don't like the idea of my sports heroes feigning or even just showing pain. I don't like the idea of showing pain and suffering. You're supposed to brave it. That's what valiance is like. That like football players are real football players are my ideal for this because they never exaggerate their pain.
No,
unless they're like pretending to be gassed for like fake injury.
No, you get no advantage as a football player.
You get nothing out of exaggerating pain. Now sometimes they'll collapse so they have an excuse.
Like a pass interference when the ball's in the air, sure.
Yeah. They can do, but I mean, like they don't exaggerate after the fact. They don't exaggerate the pain.
No, there's no reason to. Yeah.
I mean, it's not a good look.
and reminds
supposed
us
to do the opposite.
River's Edge also takes place in Sacramento.
What does that mean?
It's a movie, River's Edge. It's
River's Edge.
Takes place in Sacramento. River's Edge is
1986. Let me check it out.
Peter, don't make me look stupid here. It's better.
Keanu Reeves.
Oh, that's it. That's the movie I thought it was. Yeah.
I'll check this movie out.
Yeah. Maybe we'll do a night of Sacramento movie.
Oh God. It'll be the last night I'm alive.
We're all gonna it'll prepare us for that final exit.
Lady Bird and River's Edge.
Yeah, and the collected farm.
And I'll pair it with Drano as the drink for the night.
That just sounds like the worst day ever.
Oh my God.
I mean, like, look, River's Edge seems like a fine movie. I'm sour.
No,
My team's losing. You gotta let me decompose.
Sorry, Peter. I'm fucking sorry.
Peter, I have no disrespect towards you. Sacramento's the closest. I feel like the dad who got home from a bad job and the kid's home and he's that abusive father. And he's just like,
you're the Irish alcoholic abusive father.
Yeah, well, maybe that's coming out in me. Maybe my 23andMe is showing right now. But
I mean, it is a inherited disease for a lot of people. Although the children of narcissists also become addicts and alcoholics because narcissism and alcoholism have similar qualities in parents, which is inconsistent rules and abandonment and not seeing the child. So they develop the same like psychological problems. This is why a lot of your, BPD girls, Austin Reeves just finally started to play. Oh, this is sick. Oh, this is sick. Yes. Yes. See, just play regular basketball. You don't have to pretend you're the Warriors and you shoot threes. Just
so you guys are going to play Denver.
We're going to be fine.
I don't know.
Right.
I fucking hate Denver.
I don't know.
Did you see that?
I don't think that counts. But...
Did you see that?
Yeah, it doesn't count, but it's
Why?
okay.
It was a foul before that because LeBron went to the basket. That's why it was a foul.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
that was stupid. If that's let me see this.
I mean, whatever. It's over. My old guys. We're just gonna let my old guys go to the retirement home now. Steph and Clay can.
Guys.
I mean, they're old. My team's old.
Oh my God, he just missed that.
I'm waiting for him to make one.
LeBron's old, but like
free throw to make
Anthony
a little
Davis
announcement. I've got an announcement if he makes this free throw.
What does that mean? He has the most free throws ever because he's the biggest baby.
This game's in the refrigerator. The door is shut. The lights are out. The eggs are cooling. The butter's getting hard.
Are you really doing it, dude?
So what does it feel like? I mean, like
jiggly.
I mean, was the last Lakers game you watched? Was that chick?
Gotta make it interesting, Amanda. I gotta make it interesting. I'm not gonna just sit back and wait till zero on the clock.
It's over. You guys won. I mean,
I'll take the responsibility. I posted we are so fucking back in halftime with Larry David, and I will take the responsibility if any disaster occurs right now.
No, it's over. You guys are gonna lose in the Western Conference Finals. It is what it is, but it's just it's over. You guys won this series. I submit. It's over. I mean, the Warriors dynasty's done. It's done. We lost. I mean, it's sad, but all great things must come to an end. It's
when they come back, this is what it's like to be a Lakers fan. Sometimes you have to withstand 10.
There's Kareem.
Yeah,
oh, wow,
my buddy Kareem. Still thinking about Invisible Republic.
And he's wearing a Lakers.
Is that Larry David behind him? Because I think that might be Larry David too.
Everyone's Larry David now.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be Larry David.
There's 18 Larry Davids.
I went as Halloween as Larry David once. I found the perfect.
I don't doubt that at all.
I have to find the picture on Facebook.
What's happening?
I'll post it.
Okay, so we're
just speed this shit up.
No,
drop the guillotine on my neck.
The guillotine.
The guillotine.
Just drop it on me. We're done. I mean, it's sad. It's sad that they're never gonna come back to this either. The Warriors. I think that was what I got for about.
Well, look, now they're a team. Like, you didn't even. They were not even like on the map. They were like the
Yeah, but I think we're back to like being like
we're
back to being like Mike Dunleavy Jr. Like
no, it's
after this.
After this, you're in like Lakers territory where it'll be like a few years.
No, but you guys had a few runs. You guys had
for the White Men Can't Jump movie.
Oh, this is gonna be so bad.
Why would they do this?
We're gonna review this. This is gonna be fun.
White Men Can't Jump 2, or it's just
White Nationalists Can't Jump? Actually, is what the movie's called.
That would have been
Wignats Can't Jump. Wignats Can't meme. It's
Proud Boys.
White Men Can't. White Men Can't Meme.
Yeah, Proud Boys Can't Win. That's what the movie's called.
Proud Boys Can't Win is probably the name of what the movie people think I should make. Is like, no, it's not happening.
You know the movie's gonna be so fucking ridiculous in that.
It's gonna be terrible. I can.
It's weird to see this like the nostalgia factor for that. Like, really? Was that like a big deal? Like of a movie at the time? Like, I guess if they already did Red Dawn in 2012 that like no one watched, I guess they feel like they can do that. They can make any movie.
Yeah.
Somebody say they were.
Todd says. Todd the Jew says. I thought that Todd says he thinks that Glenn has been making fun of him this entire time. He's sick of Glenn and he hopes the Raiders go 0-17 this year.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't really give a fuck about Todd's opinion at all. I don't value it whatsoever. It's fine. If I get in trouble, I'll call him for legal counsel. Other than that, I don't care.
Is he a lawyer?
He is a lawyer. Yeah.
Everyone on Twitter is a lawyer.
I just was thinking maybe
that they're the only people who have time to be on Twitter.
No, it's all it is. It's like you just go on Twitter.
So
Todd's. I'm so sick of Glenn. Like guy who tunes into 10 minutes of LA sports a year can't take my opinions.
Ted is issuing death threats now toward Glenn. I don't know if I should announce this in public. He's issuing death threats.
I just unfollowed him and he's private, so I can't see them anymore. I'm just kidding. I didn't unfollow Ted. I love Ted.
You know what he said. Okay, in fairness, what he first said about this live cast is that this is the first time he sees you, and he said,
"First time, get the fuck out of here." Todd.
I know he's full of shit, but
full of shit all the time. Get the fuck out of here.
He's full of shit, but then he said, "Oh shit, wait, I'm on. Glenn looks exactly like what I thought he looked like. Perfect." So now it might be that he thought you looked like this because he's seen you before and he just forgot because he has the memory
such a lie.
of a
Goldberg.
Such a lie. Yeah.
That's the biggest lie ever that he hasn't seen me before.
He's a trickster. You see, he's someone you have to keep an eye on because he's an impish little trickster of Western LA.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I hope the Raiders lose. Well, guess what, buddy? They will, because that's what I signed up for.
That's an easy prayer. That's like praying for.
Yeah. I hope the day tomorrow ends in Y.
I hope the Messiah takes a little longer to show up. Well, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I hope the Messiah tarries yet. Well, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I hope that.
Yeah, I think that's gonna pretty safe.
I hope the journalist you quote tweeted blocks you tomorrow, Todd. I hope that happens.
Poor Todd keeps getting blocked by all the people he loves to shit on, and it's just terrible. It's like not. It's
for some reason I can't get that to happen to me. It doesn't happen to me. Like I tell the Krassensteins to fuck off on their face, and they still follow me. Like on Instagram, where it's like I'm not even political. I'm just posting outfits. Like what? Like why? What hit piece are you planning to write about my clothes? Like. I dare you.
Yeah, Todd, our friend Todd is part of that meme that people share, like when it's like a bunch of working class people kneeling down and the tables over them and the elites are all elites? Yeah. Todd's sitting at the table eating something.
With this meme.
Yeah, that's Todd is eating there, and I'm kneeling and the table's on there. But I hope he gets his thrills.
Well, you are.
Lord knows he needs more. Mm-hmm.
I mean.
Yeah, this is the Todd thing. The Todd. I'm glad Todd got his thrills tonight. Let's just say that much.
Oh, and it's you
guys, it's a good lead. If I can do math,
No, it's over.
It's
It's over.
It's a good lead.
I could tell it from 10 minutes into the game that it was over. It's
weird because you're right. They didn't control the pace.
No.
They usually do that.
Yeah, you could tell sometimes.
Last game they came out, it was 17-4. You could just tell right away they came out with intensity. They just didn't have it tonight. And
we were usually chasing them.
They're old, they're slow.
We are better at being old and slow.
Steph Curry is thinking about some kind of cookbook right now. I mean, it's
how he's fucking cooked. How he's cooked. That's
I mean, that's fine, but you guys aren't winning this year. I mean, I'm just letting you know, like it's fine. You guys won this game, but you guys aren't winning.
Glenn,
you guys don't even.
Glenn, something you're neglecting to factor in.
Something
you're neglecting to factor in is the power of these broadcasts.
Yeah.
And how
I'm not showing up. I'm not showing up and falling for your tricks anymore.
They're getting
so you won't win.
Why do you care anymore after this? Your guys are gone. Who cares? Might as well show up and be a part of history.
The Lakers to win the finals. What are you drunk?
Yes, you come on, are you not from California? You want Denver to win?
Oh God, I don't turn into a state fan. I don't turn into a state fan. My team is the Golden State. The state's done after my team.
No.
My team. Oh, is your team called the Golden State Lakers? Is your team called the Golden State Lakers?
No, but California basketball begins and ends with the Lakers.
I mean, and it will end the next series. So we're done. Yeah, it's done, and that's fine. It was a valiant run. I mean, you guys were dead after the trade deadline. Great progress as a thing.
Yeah, that was
great progress. I mean, here
a lot of this you realize is because of your guys' show. I mean, I don't know that I would be had you not jogged my politically poisoned brain into remembering that there's something in the world that I liked. I don't know that I would have gotten back into basketball this fast and this hard,
No, so it's what I do. I create my own demise. I create I create my own demise around me, and
then we get White Mamba over here, AR-15, and see, they're doing that thing I don't like though, where it's not like they're running down the clock, but they're playing. They're fine. But what I need the Lakers to do is to pay Austin Reeves $200 million. I agree.
Well, you think so, and then you're going to be like, "Oh shit, we paid him $200 million."
But we get rid of LeBron and then use that money and trade get some picks.
No, LeBron's going to retire, but for 33% ownership stake is what he's going to do. He's going to retire, but then own the team. Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
Don't say shit like that, dude. That's fucked up.
You know that's his conditions.
That's just fucked up. That's not a thing.
He cannot own the Lakers. That would be a travesty.
I can't say what I would do.
Do you guys even care that he had a really good game? Like, I feel like nobody cares that he had a good game.
It's
insane.
I care that AR-15 did, and I care that the Blues.
No, right. I mean, like, you guys don't. You guys avoid him.
Yeah.
What kind of game did he have, by the way? I haven't even paid attention.
He has 30 fucking points tonight.
Oh, wow. So he's had a hell of a game.
Yeah, nobody and like his fans care, but his fans are like autistic chicken tender people.
I get yelled at by my own followers for him. Like, I'm not. What does he have fans? Like, have you met a LeBron fan? I guess we're too right wing. I don't know. See, these people. There are people in the stands.
They're out there.
They're like
LeBron fans are out there. All these there's this one is super. Oh, okay. There's a super fucking annoying actor who would post who's a Bernie bro who posted constantly on Facebook through the years about how all Trump people need to die and blah 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 blah. And he is an insane LeBron fan. He would anything LeBron did on any team anywhere, he would chime in to write these long prose poems about how LeBron is such a beautiful, perfect thing. Imagine the most annoying fucking Bernie bro energy applied to also defending every single fucking thing LeBron James has ever done.
God, that is awful.
Imagine that. Just combine these two together.
Yeah, that's the energy. That's just awful.
Oh, I just thought of that. Oh, man. I feel like saying his name, too, but I'm not going to.
You remember who it is?
I know exactly. Yeah, I remember who it is exactly. And it's very easy to know his name because it's 2 4-letter words in a row. And then a third one I added in the beginning, which is fuck. Fuck.
It's always a good thing to do. It's always Why are they? So they're doing a montage of all of
Because it's over.
They're
Let me
celebrating
just
days
have
gone
the
by.
fucking end of it. I mean, it's like people are like, "Oh, I forgot that happened the last 10 years." Oh
Yeah,
no, we
it's really
fucking won. You guys didn't pay attention. I did. It was great.
I watched.
guys,
I think
I'm glad you enjoyed him.
Watched that.
Those
Yeah,
days.
and then the
The
Lakers.
halcyon days of Warrior supremacy.
That first year was.
That's the thing about LA sports, though. Let's be real. LA sports people get to walk in and out of everything.
Because
I mean,
they get to just walk in and out and be like, "Oh, what happened the last 10 years?" Anyways, I'm the diehard fan. Let me tell you about 19.
I just got shit to do. I don't know what. I ain't got no time for no shitty.
I got shit to do too.
You guys don't recall? I had to ask you guys what was up with Anthony Davis, and he was on the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, Amanda, I
was like, whatever happened to that Anthony Davis guy? Like,
we were joking about this when you came on after, like how we had sparked something in you that was going to really. That was no fucking joke. You have become a full-time NBA creature since that episode.
No, I mean,
really done nothing but talk about the NBA.
It brought it back in my brain. I mean, I have. It's true.
You have set all of your fans on this, because the weirdest thing is that apparently no Republicans on Twitter watch sports. This is the biggest bunch of pussies I've ever seen.
It is such a dumb decision. It's so somebody somewhere in the manosphere said don't watch sports.
They did. They were doing that. Well,
your life, and you're like,
Glenn and I went off on that early in the show.
Yeah,
we talked about that. There was this anti-Coomer thing DeSantards were pushing hard.
Yeah.
And this anti-sports Coomer thing. And even some people who are good were mistakenly led into it. And we pushed against that hard. The very charter principles of our show, of the back wall, were all about pushing against the silly idea that somehow watching sports is anti-masculinity.
No, we must own sports. We must
own sports and not merely posting shitty comments online.
How gay has the right become where they're just we will just be defined by what the left isn't. You're
right.
That's
it's
not
reactive
politics.
politics.
Yeah, exactly. They're just oh, there was some bad shit that happened this one year and then this and that, so we're gonna boycott it. And you're no, that only works when the left does it because they have power. You guys don't know how to be ninjas. You guys don't know how to be guerrilla warriors. You don't know how to do this stuff. They don't know how to culture war to the point where they're we'll just stop watching sports.
Yeah, it's it's the Ben Shapiro, it's the Daily Wire model.
Where is my t-shirt? I have this incredible shirt that says I'm not anti-Semitic, I just hate Ben Shapiro.
That's
and I feel like it would be just a top seller, but it'd get kicked off so much and they'd have a fit, those little Daily Wire
they'll be the facts are that if you don't
that's why I can wear it, because what are they gonna do? Be oh yeah, she's so anti-Semitic, and I'm actually I say more helpful shit to not have anti-Semitism be blamed for speech policing than anybody. Fuck them. This is why I am the
you're the PDL. You're the Pro Defamation League.
Right. And that's
fine,
because you can't do that. And it's weird that that's everyone's thought. Even when we were in the admin, I was always having to be at meetings, and they would be well, what if we just came down way harder on speech stuff about anti-Semitism? I was that would be a fucking disaster. Don't do that. That would be really stupid. That they might as well have said what if we just buy all the banks? You're no, shut up. No.
Let's start the buy all the banks fund.
Yeah. What are you doing, guys? No, that's not it. Man, they're showing all the Lakers championship titles right now, and it just looks so pretty.
It does. All those yellow banners flowing, flowing.
Do you guys honestly think you're gonna win this year?
Yes.
The title.
And I just believe in the power of our broadcasting. That's all. I believe in the magical power, the power of magical broadcasting. Our year of magical broadcasting.
We're gonna win because we're here.
Because we're here and we're together.
Yeah. And this is we live in a invented
we live in a society.
We live in a society.
That's what we do. And when society bonds together
like this,
and
as
and,
we all
and
are.
tightens its bonds and unites in common cause for the commonwealth of all its
This is gonna be so funny when you guys lose. It's gonna be like you're gonna be like, actually, sports are bad. Actually, Ben Shapiro's right. Actually, like
no.
yeah, it's gonna be so funny. I mean, I'm here.
Well,
I'm here. I'm ready for the recap.
Amanda knows that the pain is part of the process. And
Yeah,
that losing is part of
What pain though?
That's why
Otherwise
it doesn't feel good when you win. I watched Kobe lose like multiple times. Like I wanted a championship every time. I wanted him to have 10 rings.
I'm watching the WNBA commercial right now and just
That means why does that exist still? Like, who's funding the WNBA? That's what I want.
You know who's funding the
WNBA.
WNBA.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you want to ask who's funding what? Okay, Groyper fans or people.
I think it's the NBA. The NBA profit shares.
I need you guys to go get whatever list you sent me the other day about how Jews own the NBA. Go find out who owns the WNBA because that's the enemy.
And really, the NBA props them up. That's the funny part. And that's like the deal for the NBA. Yeah.
And like the concept of having it is so lame. Like they don't have a women's football league.
Right. No,
like,
they
why
don't.
would you have that? Like just because it's basketball and it sort of seems.
And the rim should be 8 feet. And the rim should be 8 feet, and they should all fight each other like Real Housewives. I said it a million times. Everyone would watch that.
I would watch that.
Yeah, everyone would watch it, but everyone's like, no, we can't do that because that desecrates the game that nobody watches.
No, but that's like why there's like a softball and a baseball. Like I wouldn't have tried to play baseball in high school. I'm not stupid.
8 foot rims, 8 foot rims, 2 feet shorter than the men's. I don't even think that's like bad.
I mean, I would play that. I might actually. Oh, the baby blanket's on. So that's my version of knowing when it's over. Yes, it's 2 minutes left. The baby blanket is on. Steph is under the baby blanket.
I mean, look, Steph is a Hall of Famer, the greatest shooter of all time. They all have to go out sometime.
Is one of the greatest shooters of all time.
Who's better of a shooter? Who is a better shooter than him? He's not one of. Kobe's not a better shooter than Steph.
Well, Kobe's a better shooter from his time. Again, you can't start doing this.
No, but shooter. Kobe's a better scorer. Steph is a better shooter. Kobe could score around the basket better than Steph. Kobe could create.
How are you going to separate shooting and scoring right now?
You can't. It's a completely different thing. It's easy. Shooting is taking a shot with a.
But just anybody who shoots is a good shooter. Like Kobe.
Well, anybody who reinvents the game by shooting 3-point shots, yes, is the best shooter of all time.
But Kobe reinvented the game when he was playing, and
he's the best scorer I've ever seen.
Yeah, so Steph would not exist without Kobe. Like
I don't think Steph is better than Kobe. I'm saying Steph is the best shooter of all time.
Yeah, he's a better shooter. He's a better.
I mean, we're talking about the two best shooters of all time are Reggie Miller and Steph, and Steph is better than Reggie Miller.
Yeah, he's definitely.
Kobe's the best.
He's not.
Kobe's better than both of them. I'm not. I will never
shooting.
Yeah, he's not outside shooting.
It's different. It's just a different thing.
Like Steph's the best trick shooter of all time.
It's not a trick shot to just sit there and shoot a three, though, is what I mean. Like he's
yeah, you're making me argue stupid things. I do agree that Steph is
the best shooter ever. Shooter of the basketball. From far
away.
Well, that's part of the shooting. Yes, from far away.
But the
outside shooter.
It's like the best home run hitter hits them very far.
But like you also have to play in the paint. Like it's still basketball. Like
I've never once said Steph is the best at scoring in the paint. He stinks at that, to be honest. But
you have to be able to shoot from the paint. That's like you have to be able to lay up. You have to be able to do all the things. Like
no. The layup is not shooting.
I mean it's. So that's where you get the distinction between Kobe being the best scorer.
Correct. 1,000%.
So if layups,
Kobe and Jordan are the best scorers I've ever seen.
Don't count as shooting.
They don't.
Okay. I mean, I can see how you.
Steph is a shooter.
I could see
a sharp shooter.
Yeah.
Sharp shooting.
Yeah,
Ray Allen, Reggie Miller, all the Steph. Those are all that's his competition there.
Okay.
Kobe is not the competition in that.
Now the question I have is, there's one problem though with these comps because you didn't used to have a 3-point line, and so I wonder, like I've heard that Jerry West could like was like nails from half court.
Agreed.
Where would he stand? I don't know. Maybe
Jerry West, Pistol Pete Maravich are the two biggest what ifs of all time. Jerry West and Pistol Pete Maravich.
We're under a minute from proceeding to the next round.
Yeah,
that's correct.
No, I mean it's over. But the
Yo!
yeah, fuck them. They're gonna lose.
Oh my god!
Last thing you guys ever win. Last thing you guys ever win. LeBron's a fucking fraud. AD sucks.
Oh my god!
Fuck the Lakers.
18. Oh, come on. All right, look at Kareem. Oh, I'm even excited to see Kareem. Look at Anthony Davis. Why are you always rubbing your head? Stop. Someone needs to tell you to stop doing that. The baby blanket is on.
No.
Gee, this is the first time they lost outside of the finals under Kerr.
Yeah, it's the end of an era. I mean, it's a dynasty. People don't want to call it a dynasty. It was a dynasty.
It is
end of a dynasty.
cool that the dynasty is ending to the Lakers. I guess
it's done. It's done. And LeBron's going to take credit for it, even though it's AD.
Oh, that's disgusting. He had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Him and his 30 points.
Yeah, look at Draymond. That's the worst part of the NBA right there is them being friends. Fuck that shit.
It's so weird.
I hate it.
I can't believe we won. It's because we did this cast tonight.
It's because we did it.
It's the
power of magical podcasting.
I just can't believe we fucking won.
No, stop.
We didn't just win. We won we won pretty easily. I mean, it's been 6 games, but
really 2
blowouts.
I don't even know if anybody broke a sweat in that game. Like that was
first game was kind of a blowout until that
run when you were eating your chopped salad.
Yeah, the chopped salad game.
When you don't pay attention.
And look, every time we started talking about like relitigating the cinematic history on this particular broadcast, the Warriors made a run.
Warriors went on a run. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's fine. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's the last Lakers win of the thing. It's fine. I know I would really get excited here too if that was the case.
Look at Anthony Davis. I mean, it's just God. Look how much bigger he is. Stuff. Wild. This is so insane.
All right, bye, Clay. It was nice looking at you.
Like I said, we are.
There you go. The most charismatic man ever, LeBron.
Oh God, stupid interviews. Like,
damn, he was 10 out of 14 from the field, 9 boards, 9 assists, and 30 points.
The most quiet, fucking almost triple double ever.
With barely missing a shot.
Yeah. Oh God, no.
Anthony Davis, is he gonna say anything? Why do they think anyone's gonna say anything like illuminating right now?
It's gonna be
Todd advises that Glenn should not be alone tonight. He's worried because you sound depressed.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've seen what Todd looks like, so.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I've seen what Todd looks like too. He's a cute litigator.
Look, beauty can be subjective. I mean, I'm not, what can I say?
He's promised to grow out to add some flowing mermaid hair to his package. So
he can't. It's literally impossible.
He can buy some. I told him he can afford some. He lives in Beverly Hills. There are people.
But he would haggle though. And it would
obviously he's going to haggle. He's going to end up with he's going to end up with a LeBron kind of like thing going on, and he's going to end up with a Zoomer perm instead of flowing mermaid hair because he's going
to. Look, I love Todd. Todd's a guy that can't actually experience happiness because it's all about other people's sadness for him.
Oh, that's right. He's one of those.
It's one of those guys. So like, I've been happier than Todd's ever been. So it's okay. It's okay. I can have my night.
Maybe we need to get Todd on the show one of these days.
Will he do it, or will he lock it? Will he lock his StreamYard account?
He can. He'll modulate his face.
Yeah. Voice modulate his voice. Bronze Age pervert voice modulator.
Yeah, he's gonna get the voice modulator and then the hair modulator.
So many people do that now. I think Bronze Age pervert was really ahead of his time.
Oh, it's so stupid.
I've had phone calls with him that were spur of the moment. And it sounded like that.
No kidding. He talked to you in the modulator voice. Oh my.
Yeah. Like, yeah. How's that possible?
I mean, he probably has a whole system. I just feel like, you can just do an accent, like just
Oh no.
maybe.
Well, that would require talent.
I didn't feed my cat before the game, and she just ran out of the other room, which most likely means that like.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm standing on top of a bucket with a noose around my neck, so I'll just go ahead and leave me, guys.
No. We can't leave you yet.
No, you can.
Like, you might.
It's all right. I've penned the notes.
Holy shit! Let's just look at that bracket.
Yeah.
I didn't have us playing Denver though. I had them out. I had them going out with the Suns.
No,
is Denver that fucking good? Because their record's not like that.
I mean, they were the 1 seed the whole year.
Yeah, but their record's like only 53 wins.
And they don't feel like they were that. They just don't feel like.
I haven't watched a single game. So
no, they're very good. They're very good. They're deep. They have a deep bench. They're very good.
Okay, but their record this year. Let me see. Denver Nuggets record. I was watching.
Their record is like that really good.
It's just 53
wins.
Like,
so what though? Because like the Celtics was again they had an even better record and like bye.
No, I know.
It ain't about record.
I don't know how much records count anymore, but like in the olden days,
it does kind of suck that it's not gonna be possible for a Celtics Lakers final.
It is. It still is.
Celtics alive still?
Yeah, it's Game 7.
Oh,
they have Game 7 tomorrow.
No, but my thing is like usually a good team wins 60 games. Right. Usually a great team wins like 60 plus games. And I don't know if that's just not the case anymore in today's NBA where everyone tanks after games to rest up for Mama's Day. I don't know what's going on. So you have to brief me on that. But in the Kobe Shaq days, the Lakers, like when they only won 55 games one of those years, it was a disappointment. They won 67 games. They won like I think 69 at one point, or 60, definitely 65 another time.
Yeah, it wasn't even a question.
Yeah, so 53 and 21 just seems like a little. Maybe there are extenuating circumstances.
And also, that was before all those stats were before our trade reformation, which we were a whole other team. So I don't think any of this is relevant because we don't even know what this is. A whole other team we're watching.
Yeah, true.
Could actually win.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, they could.
All right, let's all pray for Glenn to make it through this night.
So
it's fine. I'll do this. I'll do this. I'll make sure. You know what? I'll make sure that
we get a break.
I'll sit back. I have Warriors YouTube compilations from.
Oh boy, that's sad.
That is so.
Oh my god, that's just a fucking memorial.
That's kind of like what
it's not sad. You guys have nothing. You guys have a
open
Fauci
casket.
Cup. You guys have Kobe.
I have Kobe reels to watch.
How old are those?
I don't know.
Mine are more recent.
I watch them every day, and like the other day,
recent.
He said one thing, and I went out running for 2 hours.
Yeah, you guys can watch the Fauci. You guys can watch the Fauci 4.
I've never watched that. I'm not going to watch that.
Exactly. That's the last time this Anthony Davis LeBron thing ever worked. So I mean, you guys can watch that.
But we have other characters on our team now, such as AR-15 and
and Lonnie Walker.
And just like AR-15, that will be destroyed. The AR, just like most AR-15s, that will be destroyed by libtards in the fucking Western Conference Finals. So just like that's gonna happen.
Look,
look. I'm not trying to.
The factor here is obviously Lonnie Walker 4, and I don't think
that's gonna be one of those guys that was like good for a game, and that's fine.
No,
he was great. He's great.
The new Luke Walton. So he's the like Forrest Gump of basketball. So wherever he goes, there are championships.
Hey, look, if you guys win the title, it had to be the most impressive title ever. But I don't know about it. I'm just gonna say that much. I would be the most impressive 7-seed title. 7-seed title would be amazing. Kobe would smile upon you from the heavens.
Kobe book.
But here's the thing. I got 4 titles. I got nothing to be mad about. This is the end of the era. It's over. It's done.
You know, it's interesting because the last time I cared about a Lakers season was when they were the 7th seed and they had it with Kobe, 2011, and they had a 3-1 lead on the Suns, who were like really good at the time. That was still like, I think I don't know, remember who the coach was, but they were still good and
fast.
Yeah, and fast, and the Lakers, like, they blew Game 6 at home because Lamar Odom let a rebound go over his fucking head. They blew the game at home despite like miraculous work by Kobe, and then they ended up blowing. They lost the series. They were up 3-1. They blew Game 6, and of course they lost Game 7. And it would have been a huge upset, which also would have led to the first ever, to this day, would have been a series between the Clippers and Lakers, conference finals. It would have been second round.
I kind of remember that. That's
2011, and I'll never forget it.
I don't know if I watched that.
That was the last time
everybody was talking about that, where they were like, "Oh my God, could there actually be a Clippers Lakers?"
It was so exciting at the time to have that.
So exciting. That would have been
it cool. It all got fucked, and that's the last time I cared about the Lakers, basically. So 12 years ago. So it would be satisfying to win as a 7 seed. And it would kind of bring that full circle. So, I'm sure Glenn is very interested in this story. And
it would be really interesting. It would be super interesting. Yeah. So interesting to the fact that it would be very realistic and will definitely happen. I think I'll bet on it. I think I'll bet on it. Actually,
I did.
I think I'll bet on it. I think it's almost guaranteed, as you guys say. And I think the fact that if it doesn't happen, it will be one of the biggest travesties ever.
Yeah.
To the power vested in us. Yes. By the podcasting medium,
yes.
And live yard and Twitter Spaces and all the technologies that unite the Commonwealth in coverage of their gladiators of the hardwood. We shall will our Los Angeles Lakers to an unlikely championship.
Absolutely.
Amen.
I'm proud to have witnessed the last Lakers win of the season. Very proud of you guys. Really happy. Wish you guys nothing but the best. Get
swept by Denver.
Would hate it. Would hate to see it. Would hate to see it. No, you know what? I'll give you guys 2 more wins. 2 more wins. I'll give you guys 2 more wins.
I'll give you guys 2 more wins. Down the gauntlet.
I'll give you guys 2 more wins against Denver. 2 more valiant wins. It'll be very similar to this series. You guys will just take the role of the Warriors in this series. And no, that's fine. No, not a big deal. Not a big deal. Very, very, very honored to have watched. Very honored to have watched the dynasty end with you guys. That's the real story of all this. Very honored.
Pour one out for the end.
Lakers dynasties don't end.
I'm talking about me. I'm talking about my team's dynasty. The team that's actually won. That team has actually won. Yeah, there's a real dynasty that ended here. Perhaps the Lakers are beginning one now, but
the homies.
Pour one out. Hopefully Steph Curry eats a very nice stir fry from his wife tonight, or whatever the fuck that she makes.
But she's gonna do some type of Asian fusion.
Hopefully something like that. This is the back wall. If you enjoyed this podcast, please subscribe to us.
Yes.
There's brilliant episodes with Amanda. We're gonna review some. She's our NBA correspondent and just overall just wonderful guest of the show. Yeah, thanks guys. Anything else before we go?
You all right?
We'll see. Ask me in 2 hours.
Right, but you need to call somebody. I am so hyped.
No, I got hotlines.
There's
hotlines. I got hotlines. No, they're ready. Trust me. This is the best team. This is my best team. This is my best team.
I can't believe that. I almost feel like I'm letting Twitter down because like all my excitement's actually just happening on this cast right now, and people are going to be like, "Did she not see that like this thing she's been talking about for like weeks like happened?" But yeah, y'all, I can't believe we got it live and video. That's what this team needed. So thank you, Glenn, for helping make sure that the Lakers
100%, anytime, always a pleasure. I am a very deranged sports fan. My
It's
team tends
so
to lose.
cool.
My team tends to lose whenever I watch with people. It's a superstition I don't often break, but for content purposes, I'm happy to do it tonight.
It's all for the content.
It's all for the content. It's all it is. Yeah. Thanks again, guys. Everybody have a good, fun night. Sharp objects nowhere near me. Don't worry. Have a good one, guys.
Make sure you tell your wife what happened. Okay.
She's right next to me. I heard the entire thing. All right. See you guys.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Bye.
See you, everyone.
Bye, guys.